All right. We are live. Welcome to Live from Tech Alley. This is our monthly live stream from the Tech Alley event in downtown Las Vegas here at Taverna Costera. Hey. Here at Taverna Costera, the corner of Charleston and Maine, there are amazing hosts and sponsors for this great event that Josh Levitt puts on every month. And Taverna Costera is the food sponsor, the coffee sponsor, the water sponsor. They provide all the great stuff. They provide this location for us to stream from. And then the talks at Tech Alley, the educational talks, the tech talks, they are all centered around the Art Square building that's just behind us here on the other side of Taverna Costera. We've got some Global Entrepreneurship Week stuff going on across the courtyard here. So many things going on today, but if you are interested in tech, if you are interested in startups, if you are interested in AI, if you're interested in crypto, if you're interested in drones, if you're interested in any aspect of the tech or entrepreneurship community in Las Vegas or in general, getting down to Tech Alley here in downtown Las Vegas would be amazing. It'd be a great thing for you to do. Hey, do you want to jump on the live stream? All right, we're going to have our first guest here. Last month, we had Rose from the Pair of Dice Robotics team, and this month we have Natalie from the Pair of Dice Robotics team. So pull closer. I want you to get real close to this microphone so that we can hear you really well, and I'm going to have you scoot in closer to me because we're zoomed in. We're gonna.
Am I good right there?
Come here. I'll move my leg. It's always a pickup game when we're doing the live stream. Yep. Go ahead and sit right there. Let's get this microphone just like that, and get about this far away from the microphone. Yeah, about a fist away from the microphone. And all right. So Natalie from Pair of Dice Robotics team. You guys are an FRC robotics team, right?
Yes.
So. I don't want to steal too much of your thunder, so tell us about the team and tell us what you're doing here today.
So FRC Team 7426, we started out in 2019, so we're kind of new to the game. This is our 6th year, 7th year, 6 or 7 years. We have 4 great mentors on the team. And we are a high school. We attend Southeast Career Technical Academy. We all have programs. And in those programs, we learn a little bit about anything. So we have medical programs, cybersecurity, advanced manufacturing. We have, I think, 12 programs.
What program are you in?
I do cybersecurity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so our program specifically for robotics, a lot of our kids are actually in advanced manufacturing, either taking it as an elective or as a major. It became a major, I think, last year. So in that major, they learn about pneumatics, a lot about mechanical engineering as well, which is really cool. Again, we're not all about just robotics. We do a lot of outreach initiatives, which I'd like to talk about today. Our Sabres Drive.
Absolutely. I want to make sure we get talking about the Girls in Tech event you have coming up. Yeah.
So for Girls in Tech, we bring over 120 girls, a little bit more, to our school all around Clark County. They're middle school girls. And so what we want to do is kind of inspire them and motivate them that no matter what, that they can still go into a STEM field even though they're women.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a lot of, like, in the past previous years that it's inclined in percentage of, like, women actually pursuing a field in it. So we also bring a lot of important women in STEM. So last year we had Congresswoman Dina Titus. We had a video of her talking about STEM. Miss Clark County also came. So we had a lot of great people.
Yeah, she's big into tech as well.
Yeah,
so we interviewed her on here maybe back in February or March. So
yeah, and so in that event we actually teach a little bit. We have like different workshops per se. So pneumatics, medical, programming, and much more that we teach the girls.
Now, what year of school are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Yeah. So Rose was a senior, or is a senior, and she was on telling us about it last month. So she's on the way out, but you're up and coming.
Yes.
So how did you get involved in the team?
So I've been involved in FIRST in general since elementary. This is my 8th or 7th year with FIRST. I've done all levels of FIRST. If you guys don't know, FIRST is it has different divisions per se. So we have FLL, FTC, and then FRC. FLL is more for like elementary schoolers per se. FTCs are middle school. So FLL, sorry, to refer, they use like little robots, little Lego robots, and they learn to program them, and then they compete. And then for FTC, they're more like a mechanical. You get more into the mechanical side, so you're actually using, I think, JavaScript to program.
Yep.
It's a smaller field. It's I think it's 12 by 12. I'm not sure, but it's not that big of a field. And then you get into FRC, which is for high schoolers, which is actually the really big robots where you get to learn a lot more.
You guys aren't messing around. Your robots can be up to 120 pounds, right?
Yeah. And every year it's a different season, so we have to maybe like I don't know, try to see what's gonna fit, because if it's a season where, I don't know, we have to fit in compact spaces, we need to learn how to make an efficient robot that's its size but can also expand to do other tasks.
Last year, your robot had to lift itself up off the ground,
Yes,
right?
it did. Yes, there was a mission. It was for Endgame. Actually, what we had to do is that we had to climb a cage all the way up, so our robot couldn't touch the floor at all, and it couldn't touch the bar, touch the chain on the what's it called? On the cage,
I don't know,
on
but
the cage. Yeah, that's what it's called.
But suffice it to say, for anyone watching, a bunch of high school kids built a robot that could climb up something. A 120-pound robot that could climb up something. There are some of you watching who are 120 pounds who probably can't climb something. So
Yeah, so we actually have 6 weeks before our competition season, so 6 weeks to build. And so currently on our off season, I'm business director for Paradise. So what we do is that right now I'm getting all of our money ready for the season, because it is, again, a pricey robot. And so all of our outreach initiatives, actually, we do off season. So when we present for Impact and we actually have our evidence finder and all, we can fully elaborate what we've done and how we've helped our community.
absolutely. So you guys are in the preseason right now,
Yes.
what we would call preseason in sports. So you're getting the business side of it ready. You're lining up
Yes.
those sponsors. You're doing all that stuff to get that money so you can go build the robot you guys want to build.
Yes.
What's the rest of the team doing to get ready for the season?
So we have different sub teams: fabrication, design, programming, and so we always have new members every year. So on our programming, we're kind of teaching them the basics, because again, we need to know how to move the robot. Sure, we don't know like what the theme's gonna be, but we need to like make sure we have a lock-in plan, that we know that we can make a code in so many days before, we have to make something else, or we have to program the arm of some sorts. A fabrication team, they're actually fabricating parts. We have a CNC machine in our shop. We are one of the, out of 2 teams in all of Nevada, we are the one out of 2 teams who have the full shop for robots.
I know a lot of our audience is very tech savvy, but for those who aren't, explain what a CNC machine is.
So a CNC machine, for the best of like because I don't know much about fabrication, but it's just like a big machine. I'm gonna kind of put in like more kid terms. It's a big machine where basically it takes pieces of metal, or I think any other piece, and it can like drill holes. It can make parts.
Yeah,
helps make parts.
so to put it simply, a CNC machine is a computer controlled machine that builds parts.
Yes.
It can it's like a whole machine shop, but in one machine, and then it can, so if these kids go and design a part, they can go take it to their CNC machine. They don't have to go to a machine shop. They don't have to find a parent who can do this for them. They can take it to their machine, put in the piece of aluminum or steel or whatever it needs to be, and then the machine, if they've programmed the machine correctly, will make the part for them. And then they can save that, and if they need to make more parts, they've got it.
And the great part is that this is all like a student-ran program. I mean, we have our mentors, and our mentors guide us through. But once we get to the part, we have our own like sub-team leaders that help us teach the younger generations. Because again, once the seniors go, we need more people to fill in those spots. It's like an endless loop,
Yep, it's like any other sports team in a high school. You've got to build for the future. So you are in cybersecurity. I assume your forte on the team is programming.
So I used to be a lot like into programming. I was lead programmer for my FLL team, and then I found more of an interest in our impact kind of side of things. So I can talk about last year. Last year's season, we had a drive that I held. I was outreach coordinator last year as a freshman. So my job, like rundown, was basically to plan an event. So in first robotics challenge, there's a very prestigious award called Impact Award. So again, like we all see like what we do on the field, and what we do with the robots. But then when like outside of it is how we impact our community. So I helped establish a Savers Drive where we actually got over $2,000 worth of items and 500 items in general, more than 500, for Shade Tree to donate them. And then this year we're doing a Savers Drive with our team. And so we're donating, clothes, books for Savers. And then we did this a couple years before. And then now for the holiday seasons, we're actually making a drive for the kids in the hospital. So we're asking people just to donate money, or to donate, like buy toys for the kids in the hospital that we're going to end up donating for the holiday season. So
you do a lot of outreach for the community too, not just for your own self.
Yeah,
So that's really great.
And the thing is, like, First, I mainly fell in love with First because it just, you carry it with you, It's like, if First wasn't its thing, I wouldn't continue doing it, after 8 years. So it's like so inspiring to know that there's people out there that need help, and I have the ability to help them.
So so you have the team, and you guys are looking for help with that. You have the Girls in Tech event. Are you guys still looking for sponsors for that?
Yes, we are. Again, all of our programs, not only just Girls in Tech, but a lot of our other initiatives take a lot of help. It's like we're a high school team. We have a good foundation, but we branch off of that foundation with our sponsors and with our
Mhm.
community help.
So Girls in Tech, what other events do you have coming up?
Um, I know Girls in Tech is coming up. We're trying to start a program with the special need kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna to bring a robotics curriculum, a STEM curriculum to the kids there. So we might need a little bit of help with that. I'm still trying to plan that out. So
That's
just-
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But our big event right now is Girls in Tech, and then our kickoff season, which starts the first Saturday of January.
okay. Do you guys have a big event for the kickoff? Do you have like a?
I think we might be inviting other teams to
Okay.
our shop to
Cool.
kind of help learn with us.
Okay.
Because kickoff day, we read over the rules. We kind of
Mhm.
have to get the main base of like by that day, because again, we only have 6 weeks till competition. So we outline like all of our rules. We kind of split up. We have a huge team. It's like 50 members.
That's great.
Yeah, and so we all kind of like we start thinking about a design. Like we all pitch in. Doesn't matter if you're part of programming,
Mhm.
outreach, business. It doesn't matter. Like we all
Mhm.
pitch in. So
Cool. Very cool. So you started in this when you were very, very young.
yeah, my cousin, she kind of brought me into it because my old elementary school before like it became an actual thing. They were a really good team. And my coach, her name was Rachel Coons. She was a big reason why I'm still in first. But my cousin, their team got to go to their championships, and I'm like, she told me, she's like, oh, we're going to Houston, Texas. I'm like, I don't want to go to Houston, Texas. And she's like, but you gotta win. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna join the team. So at first I did it as an elective at my school in elementary, and then I kind of grew off of that. So then I joined the team from 4th to 6th,
Mm-hmm.
and then my 6th grade year, my coach, Rachel Coons, she had sadly passed away. And every year in the judging session, they always ask us, what's the hardest challenge that you face? And we were all kind of standing there like, we could say like, oh, but the robot that we didn't have much time, or we wish we had more time. But it was really like when our coach passed away, like it made such a big impact on us, but we continued to do it. So I think part of that, like I feel like I have the capability and the motivation to continue doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So to continue doing it, it's a big challenge, but it's also a big motivation for me.
That's great. So you are studying cybersecurity in high school.
Yes.
What is your plan going forward?
So I plan to study cyber forensics, hopefully in UC Berkeley.
Okay.
I want to get a bachelor's degree in that, and then I want to further extend my studies to work for the government per se.
Mm-hmm.
To just stop those people who are doing, like very bad things in the
Mhm.
world. Because I know like now our world is just filled with technology and like the crimes that happen digitally, like even though we know like the physical real crimes, but there's just so much more out there that can be stopped.
Yeah,
so.
we need more of that. We have living here in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
what's been happening here the last couple of years, and a lot of the folks who perpetrate this stuff are kind of unreachable right now.
Yeah.
And we need talented young people like you to go figure it out so we can reach them and hold them to account for what they're doing. So
Of course.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to leave us with, Natalie?
No, I don't think so. If you guys want to check out our team, it's 7426. We have a website called pairofdice.vegas.
Mm-hmm.
We are a great team. We're located at Southeast Career Technical Academy, and thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you guys are here again this month. I hope we continue to see you month after month.
Yes.
See the team here month after month at Tech Alley. It's really great to see young folks like you doing really cool engineering challenges and kind of showing the rest of us how to do it. So,
Yes. Thank you so
all right,
much.
thank you so much,
Have a great
Natalie.
day.
All right, everybody sit tight. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit to kind of get our frame a little. It's always a pickup game when I'm sitting up by myself, but it's always worth it. So just sit tight, and we'll come back. We'll give you the rundown of what's happening here at Tech Alley this month. maybe now we don't have to be so scrunched up together with the guest in the frame. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining us live from Tech Alley. It was great to hear from Natalie. I will tell you, you can't see it. At least I hope you can't see it or hear it. It is raining here in Las Vegas today. And when I say it's raining, it's like pretty significantly raining. It's not, this isn't like little sprinkles like we typically get for like 5 minutes and it's gone and done. We are, no kidding, like getting real like rain. It's been raining for a good 10 or 15 minutes now at least. So, and it's going to be doing this all day. So, if you are in Las Vegas, you want to see some real rain in Las Vegas, come on down to Tech Alley and join us. What were we doing? I was getting to, before Natalie came over, I was getting to the rundown of what's happening here today at Tech Alley. So why don't we get to that for you? And then I'll do some things to check the stream quality and all that. But so, as I said, we are live from Tech Alley. This is the monthly tech event that Josh Levitt puts on every third Saturday of the month. Excuse me, centered around Taverna Costera in downtown Las Vegas, the corner of Charleston and Main. Taverna Costera is the amazing sponsor for everything that we have going here. If you come down to Tech Alley and you get registered, you get lunch on Taverna Costera. They pay for all of it. There's free coffee, free water, great networking. I always make amazing connections when I come down to Tech Alley. Even cooped up here in a little outdoor makeshift studio, I still make great connections here at Tech Alley. So you would I really should pan the camera on so you can see, like, people are getting wet here, which is crazy in Las Vegas. So yeah, James Roop, how the heck are you? You want to come talk?
Yeah, coming in to say hi.
Yeah, come on in. Join the party.
I love it.
Join
Having a good
the
old
party.
time. Hello,
Join
world.
the party. Yeah, let's scooch in a little closer here. I'm gonna slide a little this way. It's always interesting trying to get this framed up when I don't have people who can sit in the seats when I'm setting up. But there we go. That's better. Yeah, let's get you nice and close to that microphone.
All right.
And I will. There we go. I'll turn like this. The things you learn doing podcasts.
Jason, how cool is this rain?
Oh, I was just talking about that. I was like, guys, you gotta, like, I haven't even gotten to the rundown of what's happening today because we had Natalie from Pair of Dice Robotics. She was walking by and was like, get on here. We got to hear from you, you know. And what I love is that they're sending the young women to tell us like how the young women are running if you saw last month, this young woman named Rose, she's one of the seniors on the team at the high school for the robotics team. And she's like one of the leaders of the team, and Natalie's one of the like the business leader of the team.
Yes.
And like, I love seeing the young women show up.
Right. And she made an announcement. She was like, look, we're having an event where like we're going to bring 100 women to this event.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
And I love that they're because look, we're guys. We know what we were like as young guys, and even still as guys, we're like, I could do that. I should do that. I'm going to do that. And then we don't do it. Right.
Right.
So, but these young women are stepping up and doing it. I love to see that.
Yeah.
So guys, no excuses. If you're interested in this stuff, the young women are down here in the rain with us. Come on down and join us at Tech Alley if you're interested in AI, if you're interested in drones, if you're interested in hardware, software, if you're interested in entrepreneurship. Kurt Walker's doing Who's Got My Money talk right now. But especially if you're interested in crypto, you're going to holler at your boy James Roop. What are you going to be talking about? This is so interesting what you're doing this month.
Yeah, today is going to be a really interesting one because we're going to put everything aside and we're going to actually just jump right into blockchain. So we're starting to see a lot of government adoption, right? We're seeing, laws being built in and
we are, and we are starting to see some of these laws at the federal level get passed.
Yes.
Not just because they're getting passed, because people from our tech community, our crypto community here in Las Vegas are flying. They're talking to our representatives and senators. They're talking to our state government. They're flying to DC. They're testifying in front of these committees in Congress to move the industry along.
Yeah, Vegas is active in the movement of pushing blockchain forward. And I've met with senators. I've worked with, writing into the BDRs for these planned environments that we're trying to create. I've been to, I work with the city. We've been to this chamber. And so we're telling businesses blockchain is here and this is how to use it. And so self-custody building private wallets, taking these individuals, these business owners, and teaching them how to get their hands dirty, properly erect a business quality wallet with all the right security, properly back it up. So, when things go sour, you can get access to those funds, kind of establishing all of those security layers that a bank would require. It's starting to take off, and it really is. We're starting to see more and more businesses engage. The funny thing is, Jason, it's funny. My experience that I'm having now wasn't really planned. I'm starting to have businesses call me and they bought, let's say, Bitcoin 5, 6, 7 years ago, but they have no clue how to move it. And they keep hearing on the media, not your keys, not your crypto, self-custody, the money could get locked away or taken. And so they're calling me and saying, look, we don't know how to build a private wallet. We have all of this money now. The 15 or 20 Bitcoin we bought 10 years ago or 15 years ago for nothing is now millions, and we're terrified to move it. And so they're in a situation where they want to move the funds and they just don't know how. And that's where I come in, because I teach them the basics. We have, we run through test nets. We build private wallets in the testnet environment. We practice back and forth. They get their hands dirty, and now we have a business that has the knowledge required to go into the business, construct a wallet for the business, set up everything to send and receive for that business through blockchain. And really, it's starting to take off more and more and more. I actually had to shut down my schedule for the rest of the year because I got so booked out. And so right now, that's what I'm dealing with, is the big rush of businesses saying, wow, we got to control these funds now.
Yeah, and that's what I love about what you do and what Mike does and what we do at our community here at Tech Alley and the crypto community here in Vegas and Vegas Crypto Group and Vegas Blockchain and all that. It's a great community here because what everyone here is interested in, how do we do business? How do we do legit business? How do we do it all above board? How do we protect ourselves? How do we protect each other? It's not, there's a lot of fear about crypto, and there's a lot of people online who are taking advantage of people who are interested in crypto. That's not what's happening here. So if you're interested in crypto and what James is doing, come on down to Tech Alley here and talk to James, talk to Mike Wilson's floating around here somewhere today. But talk to these guys. Nobody here at Tech Alley is looking to steal your crypto. They're looking to help you. They're looking to help you protect your crypto, secure your crypto, and do business with each other so we can grow that pie bigger. Right.
Well, the thing, if you think about it, it's a free market and there's nobody that controls it. It's decentralized, which means when we put money in it, it actually acts like a time capsule for that value. And I want people to really understand this. The reason why Bitcoin's growing so much is because it can't be debased. There's a fixed supply and it's not controlled by government. So our governments operate in a debasement environment. That's all they do to stimulate the economy, is constant debasement. So what's interesting is, using technology, we were able to create a mechanism that reveals debasement and stays honest. And so while the regular economy continues to move forward with spending, the big beautiful bill, the Clarity Act, all of these things, all the money we're going to start spending for the quarter, the new year, the fiscal quarter, all of that money piles up in the form of debasement. It wasn't yield generated from the economy. It's printed to stimulate the economy. And so by owning blockchain assets, we're going to start to see that difference show in value. As we debase our money, fixed supply assets that are global, that are not under that reign, will go up. And so we're really looking at an interesting pivoting point in the world right now, and that's why this is becoming so fun, because we are in the very beginning stages. We're seeing it happen, and really the only way to keep moving forward is to print, which means blockchain is just going to continue to get more and more valuable. And so today, specifically, what we're going to be doing is not just talking about the basics of blockchain, but like I said, there's a unique project out there that's allowing people to mine with a basic computer and to generate yield with zero risk. So a lot of people say, oh, blockchain's risky. I have to buy something. It might go down. It might go away. Well, what if you didn't have to buy your crypto? What if you could just mine it?
I want you to say all that again, because we had an airplane go overhead, and I'm not sure. I don't know if it made it through to everybody.
It was a pivotal point.
Tell us about the project you're going to tell us about what you're going to be talking about today.
Yeah. So right now, one of the main global networks in the world is deploying a token that runs on just about every major blockchain network that carries like 90% of all the global value. And so this token crosstalks with every network in the world: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, Cardano, of course. And so what's unique about this is it's considered an even distribution, a fair deployment. There's no holders of the token that are deploying it, you have to get a computer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to build a private wallet, which is what I teach. And then you actually put your computer to work and you start to yield this token. Now, why is this interesting? Well, it's interesting because this particular token is a privacy token, and it's already been picked up by Google Cloud. They made an announcement that they're going to be using this privacy token. This is a top 7 company to build in IDs and medical records.
What does that mean to be a privacy token?
So right now, if you consider it, a lot of people initially were staying away from blockchain because they said it was hidden and it was for criminals. But the reality of that is it's not true at all. Everything is open and public on blockchain as far as the data, which means if you're a criminal, you've got a permanent record of everything you did that was illegal. So criminals really didn't like using blockchain. That was just something that was said, I think, to keep people away because it's actually not true.
I think when you look back, like when I first started becoming aware of blockchain, especially Bitcoin,
Right.
11 or 12 years ago, it was not widely adopted like it is now.
Not at all.
And it was adopted by it had been adopted by folks who were real tech folks who were really interested in this idea of being decentralized.
Right. Hiding what they were doing was the initial goal, wasn't
Right.
it?
Absolutely right. So,
But
but
you have to
about 2015, 2016, that all started to change.
Yeah, but the reality is it started with the intention to hide everything. But when you go to look at blockchain, everything is wide open. There was no hiding.
It's not real good tech if you want to hide
Yeah,
stuff.
there's
right?
no hiding. It's actually quite accurate and quite prominent and permanent. And so that being said, it is a global network of exchange, but now there's these new tokens that can ride on networks that will allow things to become private because let's be honest, not everything has to be open and public on blockchain. In fact, there should be some things that are. So what I love about that is the initial layer is public. And so when people do general transactions, everybody can see and audit, which is appropriate. But for certain things, you can employ privacy when needed. And so if you consider Bitcoiners can use privacy, Ethereum people can now start to use privacy. Cardano fixed supply asset utility tokens can use privacy, and they all are using the exact same token. This is kind of a very interesting thing to consider because now we can all cross communicate autonomously and privately. And so I'm going to teach everybody how to build a private wallet today. Really simple stuff. I'm going to teach you how to create a nice backup, and then we're going to teach you how to get your laptop going and generate a miner. And this is using new scalable tech called Hydra. And what's neat about Hydra is that you bring in the compute you need to run the chain, and when you leave, the compute you need leaves with you. And so if you think about scaling and blockchain networks and how they can grow and diversify with use, a lot of the networks are run in certain ways to where when too many members join in, it bogs the network down. Well, with Hydra and this unique setup, you're actually bringing in your compute with you, which means the entire world can jump on and jump off and the network will never slow. And so these are really magnificent items that are coming out into the world of blockchain. And they're basically cases of proof. We're actually proving an ability on blockchain so that it can be used in other ways in the future. Right now, we're mining for free money. It's free tokens. But tomorrow it could be something totally different and maybe a business will pick it up or something. But the whole point is that it's here, it's now. I'm going to teach you guys how to get some, and then let's see what happens when Google starts to build on it.
And
right?
one of the reasons that people shouldn't sit on this, they should come down today, is this project's only running for a few more days, right?
Yeah. In fact, the if I want to be technical, I can probably give you a date, and it is if you guys want to get ahead of me, it's midnight.gd. But we're going to be going into the midnight.gd, and there it is going to be going till November 19th. And so today's the 15th. So you have 4 days to get free money, and you probably rack up a few $100s of free money just in that few days. So I would definitely do it.
And as you heard, Google's on board with this. So the chances that the value of this will go down
pretty slim
are low.
Yeah. Well, think about it. It's not just Google, right? But it's Google, Bitcoiners, Ethereum, Cardano, Avalanche, all the other major blockchains that are moving trillions of dollars. They're all part of it. So some people will be like, well, if it's on one chain, it might not get traction. Or if it's on another chain, it might not get traction. Well, guess what? It's on all the chains. And it's privacy and Google. So when you have that kind of a recipe, something delicious is coming out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. It's exciting.
100%.
So it's nice. And what's great about when you do your talks, it's always something practical. People can come. It's not just the pie in the sky theory. It's like, hey, this is something you can do today.
Yeah, I'm all about getting your hands dirty. Our company is about real world utility. That is the slogan of our company, and the reason is because we want you to actually engage with blockchain and use it for good, for your good. In a world where most of your value is being stricken into base, blockchain is the representative of preserving that value. And so I believe blockchain should be used by the people. It was made for the people and it's run by the people. So we should be using it and we should understand it. And so I'm here to help anybody, any business, any individual who wants to sincerely get their hands dirty, learn how blockchain works. Come to my class and let's meet each other and let's start the process.
And you are at 245 today, right?
I'm at 245 in suite 145.
Okay.
And I might be moving to the new Mav room, which has like a 100-inch screen, the big LED thing, but we'll see that'll come over.
So, but the important thing is, if you're watching this and you're at home right now, 2:45 West Coast time today, Las Vegas time. You have plenty of time to get down here. Come down early. Come down and have lunch with us, which will be starting in a little less than an hour. So
it's gonna be
if
so
you come
good.
and you register for Tech Alley, you get a free lunch from Taverna Costera. So.
That's right. Come on down and get some lunch at least.
All right. All right. Thanks, man.
All right, Jason.
It's always
Thanks,
great
man.
to talk
Appreciate
to you.
it, buddy. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.
All right. I'm going to do a little more adjusting of the camera. All right. I'm kind of leaned in here. Okay. So now, that should be better. We'll turn that way. All right. All right. So now let me finally get to the rundown on what's happening today at Tech Alley. I never want to miss an opportunity to have a guest come on and talk to you guys here at Tech Alley. So we'll get to this rundown as soon as I adjust my seat and get it off of the power cable and get in here. But yeah, that should be a little bit better framing for us. All right. And actually, if I... Okay, this should be better for everyone involved. So, all right, here we are. Tech Alley every third Saturday of the month here in Las Vegas. As I said, Taverna Costera, the great sponsors, provide free lunch for everybody who registers, provide free coffee, free water. It's always great. We're always thankful to Taverna Costera for what they do for us here. And that starts at 9-ish a.m. is when we all first start arriving, setting up. The coffee comes out. We all start talking and networking. And then people really start arriving about 10. We do announcements at 10:30. They do the rundown of what's happened today live, kind of right over there. You guys can't see my hand off of there. Right over there is where they do those announcements. So, and then at 11 a.m. we have the first round of meetups every month. So today we're in the 11 a.m. talks right now. It is 11:30 right now, a little after 11:30. So right now we talked about a little bit about Kurt Walker and Who's Got My Money. He's talking about entrepreneurship. He's talking about how if you have a business or if you have a startup or a tech that you are interested in bringing to life and are looking for money, he talks about who's got your money and how you can get your money. And most importantly, Kurt doesn't just talk about giving up equity in your company for investor money. He talks about other ways you can get money. So he really helps people build a funding stack to fund their ventures. I'm gonna have to fix that in just a second. We also have Innovation Essentials hosted by Rachel Gomez from UNLV and the SBDC, Agile NV meetup with Will Wang. The Las Vegas AI meetup with Timothy May is happening right now as well. And then every month, Caleb Green, startup attorney Caleb Green, comes along and he talks about, hey, Mike, you want to join us? All right, let me fix my background here because I got so wrapped up doing other stuff I forgot to Velcro this down, but it's been working out fine for now. It's there. Yeah, you don't need to do all of them, but just one will be good enough.
Well, I hope I didn't interrupt your. You were going over some of the.
No,
events
we're just
here at
we're
Tech
just
Alley,
doing
huh?
we're just doing the rundown of yeah. Let's pull you in a little
Yeah.
closer here. I'm zoomed in a little tighter than we normally are today.
People don't want to see my face.
We all want to see your face. We all want to hear that. So much better. All right. Yeah. No. We always love talking to everybody here. It's you're never interrupting because all I do is when I don't have a guest sitting in this chair, all I do is kind of let people know why they should be coming down to Tech Alley and what they're missing right now and what's coming up. So that's just what we were talking about is what's going on for the 11 o'clock meetups right now.
Yeah,
So,
well, I heard you mention Timothy May. That AI meetup is packed every
Is it?
weekend. Yeah, people love it, and he does such a great
Yeah.
job presenting. So, boy, if you're watching from home, come down and see us. It might be raining a little bit, but boy, rain or shine, we're here.
yeah. Yep. Well, and honestly, I think this is 40. I don't even know what
50,
number we're on.
56.
I don't even know what
50,
number we're on for
50s.
Tech Alley, but I know Josh has gone over 4 years without ever missing a month. So we're something north of 50, I think.
Yep.
And we've never missed a month. And every other month we've had incredibly gorgeous weather. Sometimes it's been hot, sometimes it's been windy, but this is the first time I think we've ever got rain. And honestly, it's been okay. We're keeping our gear dry and not really having any problems. I know there was some Global Entrepreneurship Week stuff that was supposed to happen up on the roof deck that they had to find an alternate location for, but there's one right across the courtyard that the folks who own it step up and said, hey, do it over here. So
Tell you, the Arts District is so supportive, and we saw that when they tried to change the noise ordinance so that so that the noise would end at 10. But there's so many great concert venues and things down here that
Yeah.
make this place lively and make it what it is. That the whole community rallied together and said,
Yeah.
hey, "Wait a minute now! Don't change what we already built here."
yeah, I think it's a long story, but for lack of a better term, a special interest group, a small special interest group wanted to see the music stop a little earlier in the evenings instead of, and I think it was only midnight.
Yeah, it was.
It
Something,
wasn't terribly late that the music would go. And what we all have to remember, so you've been here a number of years.
Oh, yeah.
I was stationed here in the Air Force 20 years ago. This arts district didn't exist back then.
No.
There were a couple of these restaurants were here and that kind of thing, but this didn't exist. And one of the things that really cleaned up the downtown in Las Vegas and got people coming to downtown was the city investing the time and the effort to build this arts district and build these venues that have the live music, that have the entertainment. And so it really felt very much like the city kind of forgetting the success that got them here
Right.
to have this. But as you said, the community came forward and said, look, this is not just the owners of the venue, not just the proprietors here. The community came out and said, this is what we love about the arts district. And so it got settled very quickly.
It did, surprisingly, though. In a lot of towns, we see this happen. I saw it happen in Miami and other places where different interests move in and say, hey, this is how we want things to go. But the community, if they didn't step up, we would have lost that. We would have lost the live
Yep.
music aspect in the evenings. And we're here at Taverna Costera. They have live music on the third
Yep,
floor frequently.
absolutely.
And it's worth it, guys. It really it's such a great experience. And so I'm so glad to see the community come together. And it's the same here at Tech Alley. You know, we're all very supportive of each other. We all want to see each other succeed. And so you see it today. I mean, it might be a little bit of rain, but we still have a great crowd.
Still have a great
Incredible
turnout.
crowd.
A great turnout for November Tech Alley, even with the rain. And I grew up in New England, so I know what pouring rain is really like.
We're in short sleeves.
We're
bud.
nowhere. Yeah, we're nowhere. Well, it was really warm setting up. I'm probably gonna after sitting now for the last 45 minutes or so, I'm probably gonna end up putting a jacket on. But yeah, it's no, we're having a great day here, and I don't think the event is slowed down at all because of the rain.
Nope, not at all. In fact, it's so exciting to see the battle bots and the kids out here in the STEM program.
Yep, Natalie came over and talked to us, and
Oh, good.
yep. So we had Rose last month from the Pair of Dice Robotics team,
Yep.
and she came in and filled us in on everything that's going on. And then Natalie was a great representative, giving us the rundown again and what they're doing and how they're looking for sponsors, and they're getting ready. They're about 6 weeks away from the start of their season, and they are getting ready to go build whatever robot they got to build.
It's exciting to see the future of Vegas, stepping up. And these kids are so talented, so intelligent, well-spoken, and so driven. I'd love that energy. I'd love to have
Yeah,
that around.
I love seeing these kids going, oh, that's cool. I want to go do that, as opposed to, like, we're Gen Xers, right? First, we can never admit anything's cool. Second, if we do admit something's cool, we're like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
right?
right.
So it's just great to see kids with a lot of energy who are like, oh, that's cool, and I really want to do it, and I'm going to step up and do it, instead of waiting for somebody to hand something to them. So
Yeah, they're getting the job done, and Vegas really needs this as part of the ecosystem, because if we're going to continue to grow and to become the tech hub that I think everybody wants to see, it's going to include the students, the kids,
Yeah.
and the future generations. And so Tech Alley, once again, coming through with some of the most
Yep.
amazing things. And techalley.org, if you're watching at home. I know Jason probably warned you about it every day, but go to techalley.org, see
Absolutely,
what the updates
check it
are.
out.
You really got to do it. It's the third Saturday of every month, and then I know we're also celebrating entrepreneur
Global Entrepreneurship Week. And one more note on techalley.org. I think there are total, if you go to techalley.org and look at some of the discounts you can get through the deals that Josh has put together, there's something like $1 million in discounts in the Las Vegas area you can get on the techalley.org website. So I don't know if it's still that much, but I know when we first started kicking that off and talking about it, it was $1 million of discounts.
I love that. Vegas is getting a bad rep as of recently
Mhm.
for being a little too expensive, but there is some real gems, some great discounts. We want to see you. And I'll tell you, if you're not from Vegas and you're watching today, even if you are from Vegas, this arts district really is not a tourist trap. It's just not. I got this coffee was $6, the matcha. I mean, there's some great art exhibits and art houses and
Yeah.
restaurants and things that are affordable out here, but the tourists don't know about it,
Yep.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So if you're a local or if you're a tourist, come down and check out the arts district. It really is amazing.
Yeah, you really should
Yeah.
come down. Great dining, great bars, great venues to see entertainment. And it's not like we're keeping it a secret, but it is a little. It's a little harder to get to than the Strip or Fremont Street downtown. You kind of have to know where you're going, but ask around. A local will tell you. So
Yeah, well, 43 million visitors a year. That was last year. So we bring in a lot. Fremont Street brings in 23 million. So
Mhm.
you can see what share they're taking. And then, so we kind of get the arts history gets lost in the hustle, but it
Yep.
really is thriving and continue to grow. And First Friday's amazing. Every first Friday they do a big event here.
Mhm.
Tech Alley's down here. We got so many great things, and I think we'll have a new building opening up. So hopefully we'll get someone in this new the Journey Gallery has just shut down.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Unfortunately, that shut down. I guess I just heard that.
well, no
Today.
one saw it coming. No one saw it coming, but I don't think they saw it coming because I just looked and it got a little notice on there. It says they were
Mhm.
evicted. So we
Oh
don't
my
know.
God! No, I had no idea that
I
was
don't
what
think they
went on.
even saw it coming.
So-
So we miss them, but we're gonna get someone great in this building here.
Yeah, it's a great location. So
Yeah, it really is. And so we're here. Jason's doing the good work. I know you've got a lot going on. Is there something you want to tell the people about what you have?
I do have a lot going on, but I do want to jump back to what we were talking about with the young folks over there,
good.
because I'm a firm believer that the most important thing we need to do for our tech ecosystem in Las Vegas is develop that talent pipeline. That's the piece I think is now that we've got the community piece starting to be built and people are starting to show up to each other's stuff. I'm very happy about that because that was a challenge as well, but we're starting to see more of that. People going, "Oh, you're doing a cool thing. I want to come to that."
Yep.
"Oh, you're doing a cool thing. I want to come to that." So now the big challenge for us is this talent pipeline, getting these young kids who are interested in tech, nurturing that interest in tech, helping them understand the value of stepping up to take on a challenge, and then so that they can become the coders, the hardware developers, all the folks, because we have no shortage of founders with great ideas in Las Vegas. What we have a shortage of is people who can take their ideas and turn them into real tech, whether that's hardware, software, apps, whatever it is. And seeing there are half a dozen kids over there, and I know that, and I know that's not the whole team. I think they have like 50
Yeah.
people on their robotics team just in this one school
Yeah.
here in Las Vegas. So it's great because these are the ones who are going to be the future coders, the future hardware builders, the future. And what I'm really excited about is these are the kids who are going to become the future CTOs
Yeah.
of the startups here in Las Vegas, right? Whether they're a founder, a co-founder, a CTO, they're the ones who are going to go, "Oh, you've got a cool idea. I know how to make that come to life."
Well, this relates directly with the job board that people are working on here at Tech Alley as a group. It's exciting to see.
Mhm.
I know Jacob from the Vegas Open Network is working a bit on
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And this is kind of a volunteer thing for now, and I think it's amazing. And we this is some of the greatest things start that way,
Mhm.
and then we can start to. I know Tech Alley's working with Chamber of Commerce, and so we can start to kind of reach out to different sections and segments. UNLV, the high school kids, anyone who's looking for a job. can kind of use this as a hub. So if you're interested in something like that, come out. And if you'd like to lend a hand in the development, I know Jacob is looking for volunteers, and this is one of the best things you can put on your resume when you're just getting started. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities, and there always will be down here.
Yeah, and what I love about that, and once we get this job board up and running, what I want to encourage people to do, we had this conversation last month with Rose. You know, like the young ladies, when they see like, oh, there's a job out there, they go and actually look at the qualifications and go, oh, I don't meet all the qualifications, I'm not going to apply for it. And when guys look at it, they go, oh, that looks cool and it pays pretty well, I'm going to apply for that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on a limb and say, if the job board is out and the jobs look cool, like reach out and ask, right? And say, look, I don't know how to do this, but I'm willing to take this journey with you. I'm willing to watch a bunch of YouTube videos and read a bunch of books to figure out how to make this work. And the worst they can say is no to you, right? It's like, no, we don't have a lot of time for learning. I need someone with experience, right? And that's okay, because you learn something from that experience as well. But like, that's the thing about tech. We're all learning as we go. We're all like, if it were already done, we wouldn't need to be doing it, right? If we knew how to do it, it would be done.
So, on that note, I think it is important, because a lot of the jobs I've got in the past weren't necessarily even because of my qualifications, but because it was a good fit with the team.
Yeah.
And then you learn as you go, and you're able to do it. So yeah, go out on a limb. You should go out on a limb, apply for some of these things, and be open and honest about what your skill set is, and let them know you're a quick learner.
And if somebody gives you a hard time, just tell them that Jason and Mike said that you should do it. They'll probably go, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I'm glad you I still can't hire you, but I'm glad you did it. Right?
It's so important to talk to them and then see what what they're asking. You'll get an idea of what the market's looking for, and then you can see how you can shape your resume better.
And what they may say is like, well, I don't want you for that, but I do need help with this. Can you help me with that? And that's really how a lot of the Vegas tech community works.
Yeah, I think so. And I think a lot of it is that we're not getting out to everybody just yet, right? So, maybe you're hearing this message and you're one of the select few and one of the rare few. And so thank you for listening and watching.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
Absolutely.
We work real hard. Jason sets up this whole tent, and you should see all the gear and everything he goes through, and he lugs it back and forth to the car. And we do this because
I love doing it. Don't misunderstand. I love doing this every month.
Exactly. And I typically set up a nice table. I don't have a tent, so no table today. but I do. We do 10 events around the valley every month. So from Tech Alley here in the Arts District to Summerlin to Henderson to the Strip at the Ahern and many others. And so I am the president of the Nevada chapter of Stand With Crypto, where we work with crypto-friendly politicians to push forward crypto-friendly policy. But the events that we do, while they are centered around crypto and AI and Web3 and things like that, are really community-driven. And so I just like to have a fun time. I like to invite everyone down. We're a very welcoming, knowledgeable, friendly group. We have a lot of fun. We do bingo nights. Jason, you got to come join us on a bingo night, bro.
I need to. I gotta
bingo night.
So we're hitting the end of the year. I went through a really busy stretch because I do the Vegas startup scene every Monday, where I run down all these events and I go, and Vegas Cryptos Group is doing this, and Vegas and Startup Vegas is doing this. Like, I can't go to any of those because I booked myself to. But now I've hit a stretch where I'm like, okay, I don't have things booked anymore, so I got to start booking you guys. But you guys do amazing Web3 Wednesday, which I can't wait to get to if you guys do it in December. You guys just did a Women in Crypto event, didn't you?
That's right.
So tell us about that, because we've talked about Web3 Wednesday. We know Quincy. We know, we know the crowd with that. We know you guys were down here doing your scavenger hunts.
That's right.
You do your Tuesday thing. You do your every other Monday thing, multi-chain Mondays. But tell us about the Women in Crypto event, because that is something I have not seen an event focused on women in crypto.
Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that up. So I'll start by saying VegasCryptoGroup.com. Or you can go to meetup.com and just search Vegas Crypto Group. Everything's listed there. Our Women in Crypto and really Women in Tech is an ode to the fact that we get about 30% attendance women at our events. And I think the reason is because we're very welcoming, and that we really want to see everyone succeed. And so people feel that when they come. But it far exceeds the typical percentage for people who for women who attend tech events, Jason. It is very difficult to locate talented, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, knowledgeable women in tech. And so what we said was, let's have an event just for the
ladies,
just for the women. And shoot, I wanted to attend as the host there, But if I said, we have an amazing collaboration with the Kaya Club, and so they hosted, and we had a great turnout. We brought affirmation cards, and so don't laugh. Believe me, these affirmations were really on point for a lot of the ladies there.
That's
They had a
great.
great time. There was a sound bath. There was a great networking opportunity amongst women, and we really want to empower people to empower themselves. And so, I started doing this 7 years ago, hosting events, and I didn't want to do it. I was nervous about it. And a friend of mine said, Mike, just host it, just do it, and we'll make it a casual, no frills, come as you are event, so you don't have to stress. And I said, what the heck, we'll do it. And without his encouragement, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you, Aaron, for pushing me. And I want to pass that along, Jason. And you do it every day when you're here on the mic. It's so important to encourage each other because there's so much talent within us, but sometimes we just don't. We don't have that until someone pushes us.
It's School of Rock. You've heard me say that a million times. We all got to play each other's songs.
How about it,
right?
guys?
We got to
How
play
about
each
it?
other's songs. And I want to put in one more plug for this Women in Crypto thing and the Girls in Tech event that FRC Robotic is doing it. Ladies, if you're out there and these events sound good to you, please let us know. Okay. Let Mike know, let me know, put something in the comments, reach out to me on Instagram, whether it's in the comments or DMs or however you can find us. There's go to techalley.org. You can find us that way. You can find us through the YouTube channel here. However you're finding this, reach out to us and let us know. I'm interested in crypto, but I kind of want to do it with other women first.
Yeah.
That helps us know, okay, there are women interested in crypto. And if we create these environments that are great for women to get together and talk about it first, because we want you to step up and jump in with the rest of us, right? But if you like these Women in Crypto events, if this is something that sounds good to you, please let us know so we can keep doing them. We can let the people know who are doing them. Yes, there are people out there who want to don't give up on these if they're poorly attended the first time. There are women out there who want to come to these.
Well, we're grateful to have such a great team, and Kaya Club has stepped up. We have a well-appointed private luxury estate that's near the airport. So it's worth mentioning that the environment is immaculate, and they have a photo shoot room. There's DJs, and it's food and drinks, and it's amazing.
I kind of want to go now.
I'll tell you what, we should come. Everyone should come. So the women's event, of course, we want you to come. If you're a woman, you're invited. And then we have our monthly event that we're doing now. Our first one will be November 20th. It's open to everyone, and we themed it Ready Player One because we're so excited about this emerging tech. So we'll have metaverse there. We'll have the VR goggles, the AR stuff, augmented reality.
There are like 7 things going on the night of the 20th.
The 20th is a big day.
It's a big night.
Our event goes from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that's the first day of F1.
I have like 3 things I have to do that day.
Come after.
I might come after. If you guys are going till like midnight, I might come after.
1 to 1. So we're going to be there. We're going to have a great time. We've got a great lineup of DJs, and we're going to do this monthly. And so if you happen to not be able to make the 20th, which is big, we have F1 kicking off that day. So
yeah, everything's kicking off in this town. There's Startup Vegas is doing their pitch night. There's a film event that night. Yep. There's a film mixer that night.
That's right.
So, and then you guys are doing Ready Player One.
That's right.
That's what it's called, right?
Ready Player One theme. And so you can go to VegasCryptoGroup.com, learn more about that. Go to Meetup.com, search Vegas Crypto Group. And we want everyone to come out and just have a great time. That's why we like to theme these. The one that the Kaya Club did on our own there was Great Gatsby, a 1920s themed event. And it was so much fun. There was a masquerade part to it as well. And I had such a great time. And I couldn't wait to collaborate with Kaya Club. And so this is going to continue, guys. And so maybe this is the first you're hearing about it. But stay tuned. Jason will keep you informed on Instagram.
We'll tell you all about it. Follow us on this channel. Every Monday, Vegas Startup Scene comes out, and you'll get to see it. And we run down the news of what's happening with all the cool tech news of what's happening with the companies in town and the tech. And we've got some really great news coming out for some companies on Monday's episode. So get subscribed for that. But follow us on Instagram. We put a bunch of clips out so you can get it in kind of short form clips, but and even if you're not interested in crypto, it sounds like these events are going to be super fun. So just go to them anyway.
That's right.
And Great Gatsby parties and Ready Player One themes it's
women's night.
It's going to be great. And we'd love to see you out at all of these things and build that community up. So
tell you what, Jason, if you're listening today, we've mentioned it before. Tech Alley is a little over 4 years old. So, but I promise you, if you come out and join our events, we're on the ground floor here of a real change in Vegas where
Mhm.
tech is going to take the lead. I'm excited about it because we do need economic diversity. It's not just that, and of course we love the casinos. Don't get us wrong, but we need economic diversity here in this town, and I think tech is the answer to that.
It-
So
it's part
you
it's
know.
part of the equation. I think it's going to be a big part of the equation. And what's great, I got involved in the tech community here 10 years ago when I started my MBA at UNLV, and I got involved with Rebel Venture Fund, which is a student-led angel investing fund. That's how I got involved in the tech startup community. My career in the Air Force was in engineering and tech.
Okay.
So I came from a tech background and engineering background, but I didn't get involved in the ecosystem until I moved here as a civilian after I retired. And we always talked about it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
The tech scene is coming. The change is coming. We're going to diversify the economy. What's great now is the change is happening now.
Yeah.
The tech scene is happening now. And again, we're still at the point where the choices we make are going to determine, whether that flywheel keeps spinning and gaining momentum or it slows down again, right? So, but it's happening. And that's what's really exciting. We were watching and waiting and hoping for so many years, and now it's here.
And a big part thanks to Jason, a big part thanks to Josh at Tech Alley and Kurt Walker and James T. Roop
Yep.
and Timothy May. And gosh, I mean, the list just continues to go on. We are becoming a thriving community, and I'm seeing everything that happens here at Tech Alley branch out to the rest of the city as well. And you can see the effect. You can see because we're getting so many new people come in and so many new projects, and everyone's working hard to help the entire ecosystem. And that's something you're doing. So thank you.
And what's great is that's all great. And what's great, kind of parallel to that, and in conjunction with a lot of the names you mentioned, the state government is really starting to contribute a lot of money. Right, investors are starting to contribute a lot of money. They see what's going on here, and we're seeing these deals. Whether it's for rare earth mineral companies, whether it's for robotics companies, whether it's money that they're going to put aside for certain kinds of tech and certain kinds of businesses. It's all everyone's real serious saying, what can I do, and then doing it.
So we here in Nevada have a unique story and I think it's different than a lot of other places. So we do hear about Texas taking over, right? We hear a lot about Texas. I think Tesla's moving there. Elon Musk loves it
Yep.
there. There's some other companies, but I'm not sure if you've heard. I heard that OpenAI is moving their offices here. in
Oh,
Las
I
Vegas.
hadn't heard that yet.
Yeah.
That is some investigative journalism I'm going to have to dig into.
Dig into it because more and more companies are moving to Nevada. Our
Yeah.
regulations here are very business friendly, very startup friendly.
Yep.
It is an incredible market to build, and so I just wanted to reiterate that for anyone out there that's listening that may be thinking about moving to Vegas. I've seen the town grow. So when I moved there was only 250,000 people, and it was a small town. Everyone
Yeah.
knew everyone, and now we're almost 3 million people in Clark County.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of change happening here, but we really are still on the ground floor, and the opportunities it's like a blue ocean opportunity, I think.
Yeah. The state of Nevada, the city of Las Vegas, Clark County, Story County up north, Reno. Like if you don't like hot summers and you still want to come to Nevada, Reno's great.
That's right.
But everybody who is in a position to is really doing a lot of stuff to try to bring businesses here. Way back in like the 80s or 90s, whenever it was, Nevada decided they wanted to be for the LLC what Delaware was for the C corporation, and other states have jumped in on that. Wyoming has jumped into that. Texas has jumped into that a little bit, but Vegas wants to stay competitive with that. So they're working really hard to limit the number of regulations, limit the number of hoops you have to jump through to get a business. And I'll tell you, you've got businesses here. I've got businesses here. You can do it in an afternoon online to get your business started here, legit, not like the fake way. So it's the climate here is just so great for starting a business. And just so many things, trying to get people to come to our schools here, trying to get people to come work here for these companies. I mean, it's so I'll put what we're doing up against Texas or Wyoming or any day. I'll put what we're doing up here. And we don't have all the people that Texas has. We don't have as mature ecosystems as maybe Austin is, but we got some really great stuff happening right now. So
and be a part of building it.
Yeah. Come in, be part of the group that's building it. We had our first company that had $100 million Series A round this year.
Right.
TensorWave, right?
All right.
So if you've done the work, if you've got what looks like a good investment, the money is here for it. Don't be fooled. There is money, and some of that money came from investors outside of the community here, but it was really important to Peter and the other founders at TensorWave to do this in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is, like I said, a unique market because we do rely on the casinos, but the casinos rely on the tech as much as anywhere else. And I think, as far as surveillance is concerned, they may have a higher tech than the Pentagon.
I mean, surveillance, cybersecurity,
Yeah.
just hospitality tech, right?
Yeah, how about
like all those little, when you use your phone now to open your room in a hotel here, they don't all have that, but a lot of them have that now. I mean, it's the tech requirements for running a resort are huge right now.
It is.
And it's just going to grow, and there's massive opportunities for young people.
The autonomous hotel.
Yeah, I haven't been down there yet. I need to go down and see that.
We got the AI hotel, first AI hotel in Vegas.
Yeah, I need to get down and see that. But yeah, it's and as you were talking about, there's so much what you guys are focused on in Vegas Crypto Group is AI, Web3, crypto, that kind of stuff. But those things are going to be the underlying foundation of all of our technology going forward. We're going to it's like we have automobiles now, or we have like phone lines or electric wires, or like we take those for granted. We don't even see them anymore, right? That's what blockchain is going to be. That's what AI is going to be. That's what Web3 is going to be, especially when we start getting when the VR and AR start getting really good, and we're just, whether we're using glasses, whether we're using some other device for collaborative tasks that are remote, or however we're doing it, we're in 5 years. We're not even going to notice that those things are there anymore. We're just going to be assuming they're going to be there. But just like power lines, just like the roads, just like somebody's got to build those, somebody's got to maintain those, and somebody's got to keep innovating on those, right?
So that actually, to your point, everybody says the AI is taking our jobs. I don't think so.
Every founder I have talked to, and I talked to a lot of them on my other podcast, every tech founder I have talked to who does software development, I've asked them the same question. Are your people worried? Are you guys moving to AI and letting people go? And they're like, I'm hiring more people.
Yeah. Because
AI lets us take on so much more work. I'm hiring more people. I talked to, I think, 3 or 4 tech founders in the last month and a half. And you can see all these interviews. You can see it, say it for themselves on the show. Don't take my word for it. They're hiring more people to do software development because they can take on so much more work, because the basics are very easy to do now, but we need the people to one, think it through what they need, turn it into the stuff that people, applications and software that people can really use and interact with hardware and that kind of stuff. They're just doing more. They're not.
I think everyone.
They're not only are they not afraid of AI, they're leaning into it because it lets them do more and they can hire more people. So check out the episodes with Dan Ward from Detroit Labs, Makoto Kern. He has a UX strategy company that he does here right out of Las Vegas. Ali Khan Jeddah from Market Circle and his app Daylight. That'll be out next week. And then who else? I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Go watch The Leader's Mindset.
Yeah, how about it? And so, and while we're on that point, the presentations here at Tech Alley are recorded and put on YouTube.
Yes.
They're not getting enough exposure. And so if you're one that's sitting here watching us, and I thank you for watching, then you're probably someone who would be interested in these presentations.
Oh, absolutely. If you can't, I'm always telling you guys to come on down here. Don't miss it. But and I try to remind you guys every month, if you can't make it down here and you're interested in all the things we're talking about, so some of you are seeing this on my channel, some of you are seeing this live on the Tech Alley channel as well. On this same channel, on the Tech Alley channel, if you're seeing it live, if you're seeing this live on the Tech Alley channel, you're watching the repost on the Tech Alley channel, on this same channel, every single talk that's going to happen here today is going to be recorded and will be up on, probably by 8 o'clock tonight. They will all be up on the Tech Alley channel. So if you were really interested in James's talk about mining today, crypto mining today, you'll be able to see that. You don't like we want you to come down here because we want you to be part of what's going on and get to know everybody. But if you absolutely can't make it, still watch the talks.
Yeah, Jason, and if you're like me and maybe sitting in one place for a presentation is a little tough for you, because I like to wander, I like to talk, I like to meet people, I like to network.
There's so much good stuff going on here.
It's all here, guys. It's all here. And then I'll watch these replays at home while I'm fiddling around with something else, so I don't you know, so I can keep track of
Yep.
what's going on. So it's just a great feature at Tech Alley. And gosh, you know, you guys, if you are watching here today, you're one of the few, and we appreciate your support. Definitely go subscribe to, is it the Leadership Academy?
Leaders Mindset. So
Leaders
it's all.
Mindset.
So if you're watching on my channel, if you're watching on the Jason LeDuc Leadership channel, and you're subscribed to this channel, you're gonna get Vegas Startup Scene every Monday. You're gonna get a quick educational leadership lesson, like 3 to 5 minutes.
And they're
leadership
great,
lessons.
great education
I'm
on the
glad you
leadership
like them,
stuff.
yeah.
No, Jason, I mean, he does a great job. And but please go on. I want to hear more.
So you get those on Tuesdays, and then leaders Mindset interviews come out on Thursdays, and
Okay.
and I'd love to give you stuff on Wednesdays and Fridays too, but I'm kind of at the limit of this stuff. I need to bring on like more of the team to do editing and script writing and that kind of stuff, but we're working on that. So but the important thing is Mondays you get Vegas Startup Scene. My commitment to you and to everyone is in under 10 minutes I'm going to give you the most important stuff you need to know. It may not be everything, but it's the most important news. It's the stuff that I think is cool, and I hope you'll think is cool. If you guys don't think it's cool, let me know in the comments, and we'll look at other stuff. But like when a company like TensorWave raises $100 million in a Series A round in Las Vegas,
Big.
I think that's pretty cool, right?
Really big.
You know, and we do news like Rich Tech Robotics in last week's episode. They have their robot Adam, who is now they have a partnership with the Golden Knights. The Adam robot serves drinks at the games, outside the games outside in Toshiba Plaza before the games. He's got a kiosk like in the arena to serve drinks. He goes and he cranks the siren when they score a goal. It's
That's right.
like we have cool robotics companies that are partnered with an NHL franchise. I mean, how can that not be cool, right?
I'll tell you what, one of the neatest things that I heard recently was that Elon Musk says he wants 2 robots in every house. And he says they're going to make them affordable. $6,000 for a robot. And who
So,
who
Elon,
wouldn't want a
do
robot?
it. Do
Tell you
it.
What? Who wouldn't want a robot to
I'm
do,
gonna-
do your dishes,
I'm gonna-
do your laundry?
Do it, Elon. Do it, and I'm
Fix the
gonna
car.
I'm gonna pick on Elon just for a little bit.
Hey,
How many years we've been hearing about we're gonna have these self-driving cars,
I know.
right? So I'm not saying Elon,
He's
do
doing
it. Let's
He's
do
doing
it. Come on.
He said, well, Jason, you know, about a week ago, I took my first test drive in a Cybertruck.
Yeah. How did you
I
like
did.
it?
Well, I'll tell you what was fascinating, because I didn't think the self-driving features were up to par just yet,
Mhm.
but the guy at the dealer said, well, just start pulling out a little bit and then click the button
Mm-hmm.
and the thing will take over. And sure enough, we pulled out a little bit out of the parking spot, and that sucker took over and found the driveway.
Yep.
And then waited for the cars, and it pulled out and and just went the route.
Love to see it. I don't
was
expect. I
incredible.
don't expect it to be perfect right now. I'm
Pretty good.
I'm all for like keep paying attention. Like human intervention may be required, but like if we're if we're gonna have 2 robots in every home, let's do it. Let's get them. Let's get them.
Oh man, I love how
$6,000
excited you
robots.
are.
I'll be on you. I'll go get on your waiting list. If it's gonna be $6,000, I'll get on your waiting list for 2 of them.
Yeah, how about it? Yeah, sign
Yep.
me up too. Sign me up too.
So-
well, we're getting there. We're getting a lot closer. I also was able to last week take a Zoox.
I
And
want
they
to
have-
take a Zoox.
Bro, they've got Zoox for free, guys.
They're just
It's
going
free.
right around here, right?
It was so neat. There's like 7 locations that are kind of pick up, drop off locations for Zook, and we were at Area 15.
Yep.
And so we took that sucker down to Resorts World.
Mhm.
Drove by itself. We sat backwards, so we didn't even see where the heck we were going.
Yep.
It
So
was
they're all the way
wild.
down there now because when they
Yeah.
first started, their area was right around here. But
Yeah.
I'll let you know when we do this. But we're going to do this, and if you want to come and you're in Vegas, and you want to come, we'll let you know about it. Drop a note in the comments or DM me. We'll let you know about it. But like,
Yeah.
like insider baseball into Vegas, the Golden Gate Casino. It's owned by the same people who own Circa, Derek Stevens. They have made that a completely dealer-free casino. It's all the games are all robotic games
About it.
or digital games. But I don't know if they're still doing this. I got to check if they're still doing this. But they want to be. They said they want the Golden Gate to be the place where everyone starts their night. So they're doing free drinks from 6 to 7 p.m. every night.
What?
Yeah. So if they're still doing that, and then Golden Gate is downtown here, where the Zoox area of operation is. So we're thinking about free drinks at Golden Gate, then maybe over to Atomic, take a Zoox over to Atomic for a cocktail there, and then roll back for dinner at like Oscars and Barry's,
Man.
and then maybe go up to the Legacy Club for the rest of the night.
And you
So-
don't even have to think about driving at all.
and you don't. And so all you got to do is get downtown
Yeah, and you're all
So-
set from there.
So
I love the self-driving stuff, and we are on the cutting edge of the future of transportation here with the tunnels, the Boring Company,
Yep.
you know, and Zooks, and so many others. And most towns won't have this. And so, if you're local or if you're visiting Vegas, you're going to be surprised to see that tech overlay is already kind of setting in, and we love it.
you
We
know,
love
like
it.
like I said, especially here in Las Vegas, but eventually everywhere, that's going to be the thing. Like the power lines, the roads, the phone lines, all that we don't even notice anymore. We're not even going to notice that it's an autonomous car.
Well, I'll tell you what.
We're just going to get in it and go.
I'm waiting for that day, but we got so many stares, Jason, riding in this Zooks car
Mhm.
because people were like, "What is this? There's no steering wheel. There's no like
Yep.
windshield. It's so strange."
I can't wait. I can't wait to do it.
You got to do it. You got to check on that. And then I'll go ahead and wrap here. But you do so much great work, and so again, I just want everyone to know, support Jason. Leave a comment. I even leave the fire emojis on some of your.
Oh yeah,
comments.
you are great
I
about
wish-
commenting and sharing
I
our
wish-
stuff on Instagram.
Well, I want to be a little more detailed, so I try to leave words, but sometimes just a few emojis, guys, can really help the algorithm. It
Oh
really
yeah,
does,
absolutely,
guys.
absolutely.
So,
It certainly
what the
does.
heck?
So,
Let us know you're
look,
watching.
I'm in the same boat. Sometimes I don't know what to say either. I just but I know the post came up. If I get a comment on it quick, it's going to help the algorithm.
That's
So
right.
fire, boom.
Send, baby.
So and then if I think of something, I'll go type that in later. But,
That's
but
right, that's
Mike,
right.
it's always a pleasure. Thanks for
Jason,
joining us.
Really,
It's good to
always a
see you
pleasure.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Get on the Vegas Crypto Group meetup, and because I mean it's almost like you guys are doing something every night of the week now.
We are. It's so crazy. We had 6 events this week. I got three next week. It's almost nonstop, but I enjoy it. It's not like work to me. We love to bring people together and give people the facilities to build, and that's what we do. Community is so important, and so we're here to build that. On that note, also, I want to remind everyone I work with Stanway Crypto. StanwayCrypto.org is where you can contact your representative, and every voice matters. Go to StanwayCrypto.org. Go to StanwayCrypto.org, and please check out what we're doing there. It's incredible work, and we're making real change for real people.
Yeah, don't whether you're from Las Vegas or not, don't sleep
That's right.
on Stand with Crypto. There's chapters everywhere.
Yep.
And we were talking with James before about how some of the local community folks were the ones in DC helping these bills get pushed through. Mike was one of those folks. Our Stand with Crypto chapter was really instrumental in getting all that legislation passed over the summer.
Man, thank you for mentioning that, and I was honored to represent Nevada and 52 million Americans who own crypto. So if you're one of them or if you're interested, please go to StanwayCrypto.org. It doesn't matter where you're listening from. There's a chapter in every state now, and so we're so proud of that.
And when is your next thing coming up?
That's a great question. So we do have our crypto clubhouse on Tuesday at the Goat Bar, and then we have our Thursday, November 20th event.
That's
and
the Ready Player One.
Ready Player One,
Yep.
and that's the big one. We want everyone to come out and join us. And so VegasCryptoGroup.com or go to meetup.com.
And if
look
you need
us
some
up.
time to plan, Web3 Wednesday, every first Wednesday of the month. You guys are doing a December one, right?
December 3rd, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
every first Wednesday of the month, Web3 Wednesdays. I haven't been yet, but I hear it's a great time. So
Go because we got a new location. It's loaded empanadas. These empanadas are so fresh. The dough is so fresh that they fry them. You wouldn't even know that there's any oil. I mean, that's how fresh they are and how good that is. So loaded empanadas. We got the whole top floor. So come upstairs, join us. Great,
Still at Red
great
Rock,
community.
right?
Well, no, we're at Loaded Empanadas.
oh, that's the name of it. Loaded.
Yes,
Empanadas.
Loaded Empanadas, which is near Tivoli Village.
Okay, cool.
So we have moved from Red Rock. Thank you for mentioning
No,
that.
I'm glad I asked because I want to make sure I get it right for Monday's show.
That's right. We're gonna update you for Monday. But thank you guys for listening, and please come down and see us here at Tech Alley every third Saturday. We absolutely love the community.
Yeah,
here.
we would love to see you down here. You know, we love when you make comments. We love when you share things online. But we would, if you're in Vegas, we would love to see you down here.
Please do. I've also got one of our favorite members of Vegas Crypto Group, Steve, here. And would you mind bringing him on?
We've talked to Steve before. I would love to have him on.
Okay, Steve says
So-
he's going to be right back. He's got camera shy.
No, I'd love to catch up with Steve because he filled in for James a couple of months ago, and he gave us some really good insight into what he had going
Well,
on.
Steve
so.
will work with local merchants to help them accept crypto and understand what crypto can do for their
Yep.
business. So we'll look forward to it. Thank you
All
guys
right.
for
Thank
watching.
you,
Thank you. Really
Good-
appreciate you.
Always
Jason.
good to see you.
All right.
Come on, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Let's get you close to the microphone here.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at
You staying
projecting
dry
this.
out there? I know that's a weird
It's
question
just-
for Vegas, but
It's just starting to come down a little
yeah,
harder
it's
right
actually
now,
starting to come down a little harder.
so
So
the audience can hear it on the microphone.
they might be able to.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
they
think
can hear
I
that.
think they're getting it. So So if you're watching live, it's you're probably here in the rain. So
It's just some nice equipment.
I
you
still
there,
have
so
one. I still have one of those sitting on my desk at home from last time you talked to us.
Right on, right on, right on. Yeah, I'm working on some little changes here. I've got the USDC listed here, and
Mm-hmm.
it's still staying there. But Bitcoin Cash actually has their own stable coin now.
Okay.
That and probably coming out with another one too. But it's a
Here,
much,
hold this up like that so everyone can see
What
that.
did I point out here? So
You were pointing
currently
out
I've got
Bitcoin Cash
USD
right there.
Right. Currently, I've got USDC as the designated stablecoin for Crypto's
Yep.
Cash,
Mm-hmm.
and I've also been expanding my internet presence a little bit as Crypto's
Okay.
Cash too. Mostly in the decentralized areas, so Matrix, Noster's the big one, and I think I probably might be having an account on Bastion.
Okay.
Which I don't even know what that is. I don't, or if I want to be there. It's a blockchain related thing. I don't know if I want my social media on blockchain. You know.
Yeah. Hey, well, I think we're all feeling that right now. Blockchain is blowing up so fast. There's so many new coins out there. There's so many new things that can be done. I think it's healthy to be a little skeptical of is that something I want to be on right now. Let me do my homework and before I just jump in.
Well, so there is another social media one that is a Bitcoin Cash one, and I'm not only Bitcoin Cash. I love Litecoin. I
Yep.
like Bitcoin. Monero is a big one. I like my privacy coins, and I don't want to get too far off any focused subject here, but the privacy coins have really been taken off in the last few months.
Well, James and I were talking about that this morning earlier because he's going to do a little mining thing with the project they have going on right now, and I understand that's a privacy coin.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see that presentation.
Yep.
You know when that is? By the
At 245.
Okay, cool. I'll have time to see it. So I did just see Kurt Walker's founder's presentation.
Who's got my money?
He right on. Okay, cool. He's over there right now. I'm gonna have to chit chat with him.
Oh yeah,
on the side note.
definitely talk to Kurt.
Because he exposed some. I've gone through many a project in my time putting things together, and some better than others. And I'm having a glass ceiling problem that I need to get over. So perhaps a discussion with him might help that out.
I think that'd be nothing but goodness for the things you have going on.
Right. So the presentation he gave was absolutely wonderful. He compared being a founder of a company to being an F1 race car driver.
Okay.
And so he had a very good presentation on that, and it was good. So
Excellent.
you want to check that out on the reruns for the Tech Alley stuff.
Yeah, we mentioned that a little before when Mike was on, but yeah, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I wish I could get down to these talks, but you just can't get here, they're all going to be on the Tech Alley channel, the Tech Alley YouTube channel, probably like within a couple of hours of the event being done. So probably by like 8 o'clock tonight.
Do they move that fast? Because
I've seen them up pretty. I've seen them up like the next day. So
yeah, the next day, because
So-
Ryan's our video guy, and he does a really good job on putting all these things
Yeah.
together. And
So- but they're going to be up there, so you can check out Kurt's talk. You can check out James's talk later. I think they're recording every single one now. So
right.
So-
So I'm still focused on getting businesses and customers, of course. All of y'all are customers, so everybody out there in the world is a customer at some point. So I'm still focused on getting people familiar with spending cryptocurrencies, and I'm definitely not alone on this because Square, the otherwise known as Block, but what's Jack Dorsey?
Yep.
That has a company. Everybody knows Square. They started out years ago.
Yeah,
where
they're
you plug
payments
in-
processing.
Yeah, you plug in your little thing into your phone and you can swipe credit cards. Well, now they're accepting cryptocurrency, mainly for Bitcoin. So if you're a business owner and you have any desire in collecting Bitcoin, they do offer a way to do that. It's not a self-custody way directly, so I do offer self-custody acceptance of cryptos, including Bitcoin. But it's very good that businesses are allowed to do that. And
Yeah.
I actually ran into a business that is accepting cryptocurrency for their products
fantastic.
here in town.
That's fantastic.
Yep,
It's I love to see the traction coming on that.
We'll see how it goes.
It's coming.
It's Carlito's Way over there next to the PTs on Maryland and
Okay.
Trump. And I had popped into there several months ago and talked to the owner about accepting cryptocurrencies, and he was amenable to it.
Yep.
But I never followed up, and he never got back to me. I get my information, stuff like that. So when I was in the neighborhood there's a nice couple sandwich shops there that are really, really good sandwiches. I popped in and I said hello, and he was there and mentioned that he was actually accepting Bitcoin now through the Square POS.
Oh, that's great.
It really
So-
is. Really is.
So it's great. It's great to see companies like Square starting to adopt it, but also you're able to help people adopt it in a self-custody way. So
Right.
so if you're not interested in accepting it through someone like Square, you can talk to Steve and learn a little bit more about how to do it yourself.
That's right. So the crypto would go right into yours or your company's wallet, and then you can manage it all yourself, which is really nice. I'm trying to get the app started up that I recommend, but it seems my phone has decided to do a system update, and because this isn't my main phone, I would have to wire it up to internet.
Okay,
and stuff
well that's
like
all right. So tell us the name of the app.
the name of the app is BitRequest, and it's a free open source software. The website is very nice, and you can download. The developer created an app for iOS and Android. It's also a web app, so you can also get the code and run it on your own server and set up your own way. It's super easy to set up. The UTXO coins would be Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Doge, like yada 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 on down the line. You can also accept Monero with it, and every Ethereum token,
Right.
and probably any Ethereum offshoot. There's little nuances you might have to have the developer do tweaks on. Highly recommend tipping, no matter what you do. But if you need to do some tweaks on it, throw him some extra money, and he will take care of you big time. So
There you go.
I've had a couple adjustments made, and very good guy to work with. So,
Excellent.
mhm.
Excellent. So what else do you have going on? It's been a couple months since we've talked to you.
It has been. It has been. I haven't given any presentations. Actually, let's see, I did June.
That's the
and
last time we talked to you, I think.
I think so too, but I did one maybe a month or two ago
Okay.
as well. And that, unless I'm getting things confused. Anyway, I am working on upping the presentation game a little bit.
Yep.
Yes, I did present twice. So the first time was I didn't have my presentation with me. The second time I did, and it went
Yep.
much better. And actually, the crowd was very good. Got a lot of questions. So that video is on.
That's up on the Tech Alley channel.
I
Yes,
believe that was September, but
that sounds right.
yeah. But got a lot of questions for that. You know, my presentation is usually 15 to 20 minutes, and I was able to fill like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
We one of the great things about Tech Alley is people come with a lot of questions,
Mhm.
and it's such a great environment. People aren't afraid to ask the questions. So
Yeah, especially one guy. He was
Yeah.
asking all the questions.
there's
I
always
told him to
one.
go to the Vegas Crypto Group meetup
Yeah,
because
there's always one.
that would be where the conversation is. You take a lunch break, or you sit?
I usually go straight through lunch because that's usually when we get to talk to the most people is because they're out
Gotcha.
here for lunch. So
Gotcha.
so yeah, if I get a break for lunch, I take it, and if I don't, I just I got some stuff in the car that I'll
right.
snack on the way home to get this all uploaded and all that.
So Mike was here just before me,
Yeah.
and talking about the Vegas Crypto Group, and I go to as many of those meetups as I can.
Yeah.
He does. They're fun meetups. He's got games usually, and the people that I meet there are just I get to have a lot of different conversations. But he mentioned the new Web3 Wednesdays
Yes.
at
Mhm.
Loaded Empanadas, and that's really nice. It's right next door to the Cheesecake Factory. It took
Okay.
me a little minute to find it in the Boca Park.
Okay.
So you want to hit that one up once a month.
Okay,
And,
yeah, I know exactly where that
It's
is. All
hosted
right.
by a woman named Quincy, and she does a
Quincy's
very good
great.
job. Yeah, exactly.
I go back a couple years with Quincy. She's awesome.
Right
so.
on, right on. Yeah, they had a great product presentation last time, and so it gives a little different twist. You know, there's so many different flavors of everything that happens and all this stuff. Tech. You know, and crypto and blockchain and AI and
Yeah,
money.
and one of the things I really want to emphasize and why Vegas Crypto Group does such a good job, and these are so well attended, is one, they make them fun, like you said, and two, they make them welcoming, right? They're very
Yes.
welcoming to everyone. It's not like an insider thing. It's not if you don't know about this stuff, we don't want you there. They very much want everyone to come and be part of it.
Yes, a lot of familiar faces, but always a new face.
Yeah.
Every single time you're going to see a new face, or like 2, 3, 4, 5 new faces. I mean,
Yep.
it's Mike does a really good job. Of putting
Yeah,
these things on.
Mike is really
Yeah.
great at promoting these events and making them great events that people want to come to and come back to. So
Right, he's the source of our friendliness in those events.
Yeah.
So Clara over there, I chit-chatted with her. I met her at the Henderson Tech Alley
okay,
last month, and
Yep.
I guess we're having the next one on the 19th.
coming up this Wednesday.
I
Yeah.
may be presenting at that. I'll reach out to
Okay. Lorraine.
Lorraine, yes,
Yep.
and see if she's got room for a presentation. I think I've got some time where I can do it this week.
Okay, great.
So I'll be presenting my crypto stuff, but I'm also going to be getting some new updated websites. So
Fantastic.
and
That's good to
I think
hear.
we're going to send Claire over here to chit chat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Send her right over.
Yep.
I would love to
Once
talk to
she's
her.
done stuff in her face over there.
Okay,
So,
well when she's done stuff in her face, I would love to talk to her. So
cool.
so-
Can I leave this here? Or should I
you
take
can,
with
yeah,
me?
leave it right there.
Okay, great. We'll leave it there, and
Leave it right
uh,
there. We'll
and if I get this phone up and running, maybe I'll come
we'll
back
Yeah.
Show a little demo of
We'll hold this up so everyone can kind of see what's on there.
it. Crypto is cash at proton.me is my email address if you ever want to reach out and get a
Yep.
hold. And
So you can get your very own one of these if you reach out to Steve at what was that address again?
crypto is cash at proton.me.
Okay,
That's the
great.
email address.
All right. Well, thanks, Steve. It's always a pleasure
Thanks
to
a
talk
lot.
to you.
Yeah.
So, all right. Everybody, give me just a second. I'm going to adjust something real quick, and I'll be right back. All right. Ugh, let me get. There we go. That's a little. Ugh. I got it framed all goofy today. I don't know what I did, but there we go. I think I'm
That's all
zoomed
right.
in a little too far. But here we go. So, Dave Berlin,
Hey, what's
how the
up,
heck
man?
are you?
Whew, okay, it's been it was already going to be a whirlwind for GEW, but the
And-
first
and-
time
and
that it's ever rained
And it's
has
technically,
just moved. The target has been moving all day. So.
and it's technically not even GEW yet.
I know that this is a precursor to what's about to happen.
Yep.
No, I have to just praise this whole community with Tech Alley and everything, because we had a little bit of just a communication mishap, probably on my end, of trying to communicate. We were going to do the big stage out here.
Yep.
That obviously it was going to cancel. Then we got moved upstairs to the roof, which is great. But then the rain forecast came.
Yep.
And that just really threw everything off. But there was just a little bit of, I wasn't sure if they were ready for us downstairs. There was a little bit of conflicting reports. It's like they knew there was going to be people, but they didn't know who. And this is because I
Well,
went
and
through Taylor and Tyler.
we've done this stream from downstairs, and
Exactly.
there's room for this, but
Yeah.
there's not a lot of room for anything else.
Yeah, but right before, I mean, like 10 minutes before announcements, Josh goes, "Oh, you got to meet Dan." We just went to one of the most incredible spaces and just did 2 sessions back to back over there for panel discussion. And Elias did a presentation with some of the people from his incubator. And it's just, I was like, it just opens up a whole world. And so that's it. It's like, that's what this whole week is about,
Yep.
right? It's just
So-
learning about the stuff that you don't know.
So what's the name of the place that you ended up moving to this morning?
You would ask me that.
I would, because they told me and I forgot.
MAV. It's MAV. MAV. I have no idea what it stands for. It has a lot to do. They're hiring for Python. So if you're a
Yep.
Python,
Yeah, they are developers,
yeah,
right?
they're developers. Yeah, so they're definitely a cool little space. I have to learn more about what they do, because he was just like, yeah, let's check out the space, and we pulled that logistic off.
Nice, awesome. Love to see it.
Yep.
Love to see it. So, and in another tech note is that is a software development company or a tech company right here in the heart of the Arts
Yeah.
District in Las Vegas, just as like Mike and I were talking about a few minutes ago. They are literally right over there. They are
Yeah.
right across the courtyard from Taverna Costera here.
64 paces
So
away.
if you don't believe the tech community is popping here in Las Vegas, the idea that there are tech companies in the Arts District in downtown
That
should,
are hiring.
that are hiring should tell you otherwise.
100%. No, it's been remarkable. But no, so far for Tech Alley, what we have going on is the kickoff for Global Entrepreneurship Week. We had some side programming and stuff going on for Global Entrepreneurship Week to talk about the different things that are happening. We got the cool little programs that are out and
They're
about.
floating around. There's a
Yep.
stack of them right
Floating
there.
around. But so far everything is great. It's really my favorite thing is when people learn about learn about Global Entrepreneurship Week that did not know otherwise. There's just more people learning. There's a lot of younger kid entrepreneurs in that last session, and now we may have like a whole team of Avengers for kidpreneurs
Fantastic.
that are going to help activate things leading up to Global Entrepreneurship Week next year.
Fantastic.
So yeah, a great week full of program. We've got stuff today. We've got the
I was just saying, what else do you have today? Let's get to that first.
Today, we have Chris from Airplate is going to be doing a keynote presentation inside of Taverna Costera. That's going to be at 1:15, and that'll close out the GEW stage side of
For
stuff.
today.
Tomorrow we've got the dog tag games going on with the Veteran Social Club. That's
Yep.
going to be in Henderson. Monday, Spark is here. They've got some networking events and things like that going on.
Yep.
Tuesday's the big one. This is the one that I'm really excited about. We're going to be doing the Entrepreneur Exchange over at Starbase, and
Okay.
we're going to do the No Bad Ideas co-working session. That's going to be a facilitated workshop with all of the people that want to be very involved in designing what happens with Vegas and the ecosystem here over the
Okay.
next couple of years. With a cool happy hours event after that. And then more events throughout the week. Grow and Connect is going to be on that Friday.
Yep.
And then we're closing out the week with the strong workout with David Lonergan over
Okay.
at Triple Threat Transformation. We've not caught you at one of those yet, but since you're a veteran, would love to see you on
What is
Sunday.
that, Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yep.
We'll see
If
if we
it's
can make it.
possible.
We'll see if we can make
But
it.
yeah, those are just a few of the things.
Sundays are
GEW.
Sundays are a lot of prep for Monday show and Tuesday show.
Sure.
So
Totally. But www.gewnevada.com is going to help get you access to all the events that are going on.
excellent.
So just a little billboard. I'll get a subtle neck tattoo that says GEW Nevada.
GEW Nevada. So yeah, sounds like fantastic stuff coming up. So
Indeed.
what else? What else do we need to know about is going on with Dave Berlin?
Those are the biggest things for me right now. That's and it's so funny, and I'm very grateful because everybody's like, how are you doing? Are you taking time for
Yep.
yourself? I prepared mentally and emotionally for this Global Entrepreneurship Week better than I ever have.
Yeah.
And that comes from just sober lifestyle, no alcohol.
Not going to San Francisco with me last weekend.
I could have went to San Francisco with you. I did choose to punt that, which I immediately regretted, by the way.
It's the Vets and Tech Gala is always a great time,
Yeah.
but it's also like and I drive up because
Yeah.
it's kind of like between going to the airport here, getting there 2 hours early,
Yep.
hanging out, waiting for your flight, flying up, and then having to get from San Francisco Airport
Yeah.
or another airport in
Yeah.
the region to downtown San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's still about like an 8 to 10 hour day.
Not only that,
So I may as well take
Yeah.
8 to 10 hours to drive and be on my own schedule.
yeah, you're on your own schedule, but also, especially with all the flight stuff going on, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know.
Yep.
So
So it's
No,
it's always fun, but it's a big event. It's a big time commitment. So.
absolutely. Cool. Yeah, that's really the most that I have going on. I mean, I feel like it's definitely been enough to keep me moving. But again, my favorite thing is connecting with new people
Yeah.
and seeing them light up when they find out there's something else that they can get involved with.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, good luck on the rest of Global Entrepreneurship Week, and
Yeah, who do you got coming up next?
I'm kind of hoping that you will go grab Elias and drag him over
Oh,
here
I bet I can. Elias,
when you're done. On
Elias,
here, so
you're up next, sir.
because I think it's been a year since I bring it in here. It's dry under here. Stick it. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Just stick it right there. So
You up next, sir?
he is. He's up
feel- you
next.
feel good?
Because I don't want to miss the
All right.
opportunity to
We're-
talk to him.
Yeah, we know we got to catch you now.
So,
Steal you.
all right. Thanks, Dave. So everybody, Global Entrepreneurship Week is kicking off today, but going all the way through next Sunday with all the events going on. So check out, is it GEW Nevada? GEWNevada.org, I think it is.
GWNV.com.
GEWNevada.com. So check that out. Join us at all the events. Elias, how are you doing, man? I think it's been almost a year since we've had you on here.
Oh yeah, it has been. Wow.
It's been a long
Yeah, it
time.
really has
so
been, yeah.
you've been
Thank you.
crazy busy.
You know, we all have the same amount of time.
Here, we're gonna get this closer to you.
For sure, we all have the same amount of time. So
Yep.
But you know, just doing my best to deal with the challenges that the world is presenting to us right now.
Yeah.
And it's tough. And there's a podcast I was listening to, so I'm going to repeat it. It was Natalie Dawson who said this, okay? And it is she's in the fight for the survival of us all. Okay, and so that means, who do you care about? Who do you want to fight for? Your family, your community.
Yep.
And there's so many people here at Tech Alley that I care about, and the fight seems way bigger than the fight that we might have in us to get it done. And so I worry about that. That's kind of why I've been so, head down focused on work.
You have been walking the walk in addition to talking the talk, and you are doing exactly what I'm going to compliment Tech Alley for here. Is yes, the fighter is bigger than all of us, but Tech Alley is showing us we're not alone in that fight.
Yes.
And you are showing us we're not alone in that fight. You're doing a lot of things to build community. You're doing a lot of things to get things going for people so they don't have to fight this fight alone.
Right. No, for sure. And one of the folks that we get to work with, shout out to Bo Bernhard, UNLV's
Yep.
vice president. And, one of the things he told me when I was going through my own sense of, just struggling with my own fight, is that, hey, don't shy away from community. Find a way to keep showing up in community.
Yeah,
And so
absolutely.
it's tough. It's tough, but I'm thankful for you, Jason. What's new with you?
I'm here. Oh, so many things are new with me, but these people hear about me all the time.
Yeah.
They get to see me 4 or 5 times a week, so they know what's going on with me. And if we get into it, we'll get into some of the things I'm working on.
Okay.
But I want to hear about your talk this morning, your
Sure.
GEW talk.
Yeah. So my topic was on choosing abundance. Okay, and it's funny because I was talking to some folks here, and they're like, "Well, I heard you're gonna give a talk. What's it on?" They said choosing abundance. Oh, so some woo-woo stuff, and they kind of like ran away. And so I'm gonna address that right now. To say that
Let's get into
choosing
it.
abundance is not this is not an expensive watch. It's not an expensive jacket. Choosing abundance is not having the expensive watch, jacket, the sexy car. That is not what abundance is, but that's the message that social media lies to us to say that's what abundance is. I feel pretty abundant in all of the relationships, all the love, and yes, in my business also. But it doesn't stop at the money. It goes way deeper than that.
Yep.
So choosing abundance goes back to that survival for us all. And there's people who are now using. I'll show you. I think I have a card here. Okay, perfect. Are you familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
I very much am. Yes, that was
Perfect.
some of the very early leadership lessons we get in the Air Force talk about Maslow's hierarchy.
Have you ever seen it flipped upside down?
No, I haven't seen it flipped upside down.
So I've been
Here,
used.
let's hold that. You talk. I'll hold it
Yeah.
closer.
So AI is incredible. All right, you can study the entire body of knowledge on any topic. So I downloaded all 84 articles of Maslow, all his publications I could find, and then tons of researchers before and after him. So any topic that you want to come learn, you can use not just AI deep research, you can use Python scripts, and I'm talking about thousands of research papers to get the best in class knowledge that's out there. So I started researching Maslow's hierarchy of needs and all of the other research related to that, and it just dawned on me that this to me feels like, so what I put here is you traveled space and time to be here. And my buddy Brent tells me, we're freaking space travelers.
Yep,
okay?
absolutely.
And if you can't control where you're going to be at what time, then what else are you in control of in your life, right? If you can't even control your own space and time.
Space and time.
And so this, I want to share with people as their trans-dimensional compass. And to say, as some people can climb this hierarchy of needs by being about the survival of us all and helping everybody get fed, loved, all
Yep.
that. But there's some people who are using this trans-dimensional compass and they're getting success by starving others, by scaring others, by isolating others, by shaming others.
Yep.
And I wanted to bring this talk to Tech Alley because we are at the forefront of AI implementation, tech development, all this cool stuff. And when I think about when people are losing their homes on the street right now and homelessness is going up, I can't help but think about the real estate tech companies that are algorithmically price hacking people out of their homes using
Absolutely.
AI.
Yep.
And so the government's not reacting fast enough. So I wanted to come to Tech Alley, in a year, first time in a year, to just plead with you guys and be like, hey, we have to choose abundance and we have to start putting a moral line in the sand to say how we're going to leverage all these resources that we have access to.
Yeah. One of the things I love about that phrase, choose abundance, is that it's the word choose. These are choices we get to make, right?
Yeah.
And to buy into the idea that you have to choose yourself or other people is a false choice. Right.
Agreed.
And that's what you're talking about, right? Is
Yep.
you can choose abundance for your community and that can provide abundance for you as well. Now,
Yes.
I do want to make a little pitch here. We know a number of folks who choose abundance for the community and then don't choose it for themselves, right? And so don't fall into that trap either, right? You can do a lot of great things for your community, but if you're starving yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, that's not great for all of us either, right? So
Agreed.
don't forget. So don't fall into the false choice of choosing yourself instead of the community. Don't fall into this weird trap of looking like you're helping the community and not really helping the community and only helping yourself.
Right. That pisses me off.
Yeah, well, that's what you're talking about here, is
Yeah.
right. We're doing great things with AI, but they look great. They look great for society, but they're bad for individuals, which ultimately becomes bad for society, right?
Right.
And then don't forget about, if you're taking care of other people, to take care of yourself too.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and so for me, can I get spiritual for a second about this?
Absolutely,
Because
yeah.
I've struggled a lot with this year specifically, and so you know, I have found solace in my prayers to say gratitude every day for all things that I have. And I talk to some people, I'm like, oh man, you know, sometimes when you can't get the food stamps on time, you're gonna catch a lick and do something you're gonna regret, you know, because of this hierarchy of needs. And so, you know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs is the Western philosophy, but there's this Eastern one that says, hey, maybe you need less. Maybe you don't need the luxury car. Maybe you are great in the bed that you have. Now, I'm not saying to hurt yourself either, but I think
Right.
there's definitely a middle ground that people can kind
Yeah.
of get to.
So we're not saying don't get a car
Yeah.
if you need a car to get to work, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're saying maybe don't get the Bentley.
Well, look, I don't
Right.
care. Get the Bentley. But, you know, why were you going to go get 40 supercars, Andrew Tate, when you talk about being a young man who struggled, and probably 39 of those supercars could help at least change the lives of just 30 people? And changing the lives of 30 people is worth
there's
it.
something between 0 cars
Right.
and 40 supercars, right? And we all have to make those choices for ourselves, right? It comes back to the word choose.
Yep.
But that's what I'm hoping people take away from this is, yes, that luxury car will give you prestige, and maybe you're in an occupation where that matters, but there's something between no car and the luxury car, right?
Definitely. I think Google, Larry Page, and Sergey Brin are kind of interesting examples of this that don't get talked a lot about because of the business model that is Google itself organizing the world's information. They built a company that did so much good for the world, and they became billionaires off of it. And they continue, Google's one massive startup pretty much, continue innovating for the world. So there is a way where you don't need to use the tech that we teach you in our classes to go set up these fake scammy real estate sites that steal application fees from mothers that decide to pay the $70 application fee or their diapers. And how dare you? And the fact that this is not illegal, as you can tell, really,
Yeah.
you know, is why I talk about choosing
Well,
abundance.
this is why we talk about it, right? Right? Should it be illegal or not? Well, nothing's going to change if people aren't talking about it.
Yeah. Jason, I always appreciate the
It's always great.
spotlight you get.
What's coming up for you? I mean, do you have more GEW stuff coming up this week? We're almost to the end of the year. What's 2026 goals for you?
Yeah, so we do have some cool stuff coming up in the year. Next Saturday, we've got the Edible Bunch. We're doing the Plant-Based Sundays with
Okay.
Dizzy Wright. I'm going to be giving away 2 laptops to 2 entrepreneur students over there.
Okay.
That's also something that I've been really big about, by the way, is this laptop giveaway program. We've given away over 139 devices in the past year.
Fantastic.
And we have an audacious goal to get to 1,000. So we need 851 more. Look, don't worry about the 851 more. But if you can help me get to 20 more this Christmas,
If you can help Elias get one more laptop for one more entrepreneur,
exactly.
that would be great.
And I know there's entrepreneurs. There's some even here at Tech Alley right now that have received it. And I got to tell you, I want you, whoever's listening right now, to think about the time that you felt helpless or hopeless, and when somebody said that they believe in you.
How can someone who's watching right now, how can they help you get a laptop for someone?
So there's a couple of there's like 3 different ways that I've been getting laptops out to people. Okay, one is sometimes the government or some of these corporations, like you know, our good friend MGM that's donated, or hopefully Walmart or whomever else, they can donate laptops directly, either to, and we have several nonprofits that we can kind of match it to because it's emerging entrepreneurs in need. So like veterans, homeless. So if you know a company that will do that, great. Now, what my company is doing, Jason, this is Tech Alley, and I'm trying to figure out a way to bring it all together,
Okay.
and have everybody help us, okay? Not help me to just help me, and not just help me to help you, but for us to work together to help us to help this whole community. And so what I did with TechStart for the rest of the year, I'm selling credits. Okay, this is how my business works: is I sell credits on our marketplace, and people can redeem those credits for like web design or whatever digital marketing.
So on the laptop thing, and maybe finding a company to help with donations or laptops, I want to introduce you to Mark Phelan.
Hey, what's up,
you
Mark?
guys should talk.
Good to see you.
He's telling me about this laptop program he's doing. I thought it'd be right up your alley. So
Yeah, amazing. So, it's all about tech equity and empowerment. And so the nonprofits one, and then I'm actually taking proceeds from TechStart right now to get to laptops.
Okay.
So for every $200 that I'm selling, I can donate the laptop to an emerging entrepreneur in need. It's just Chromebooks, but on our Chromebooks, we hook them up with TechStart CRM, with Google Cloud. We teach them AI Studio and some other coding languages. So it's actually pretty powerful Chromebook.
okay, so buy something from TechStart.
Yep, TechStart.ai.
TechStart.ai.
Anywhere you go on the site, it'll tell you, how many laptops your purchase is contributing.
Buy from TechStart, and you can get some laptops. If you just want to outright donate, they can connect with you and they can
Yes.
donate.
Yep.
And then if you have a business, and this sounds like something you'd really like to get involved in, also they can donate to you or work something out to be part of the program, right?
Yes, and so anybody who can help me get more laptops, whether you help donate your laptop or get a nonprofit in or a company, the last thing I'll just say is you get to nominate an emerging entrepreneur in need, and you get to come out and give the laptop away with me. Last year, me and Christine, we gave away 20 computers through the Veterans Advocacy Council. It's on YouTube. You can go back, watch this YouTube, so I'm walking the walk, not just talking it.
Look, we don't ever question you because we've known you for a long time. We know you walk the walk as well as talk the talk. And
Cool,
and honestly, you're really
appreciate it.
inspiring to the rest of us to walk the walk as well. So-
Likewise, Jason. Thank you so much.
All right,
man.
thank you,
Appreciate
Life.
the
It's always
space.
good to see you. It's
Yes,
been
likewise.
too long since we chatted.
I know. It won't be that long next time.
All right, Clara, come have a seat.
Little windshield wipers on
I
my
know it's
glasses.
crazy today.
It's raining. I wasn't expecting the rain. It's
Yeah.
getting kind of chilly too.
So, oh my God. So, Steve told us that we should talk to you. I know nothing about you.
Oh yes.
But Steve, Steve had really great things to say about you. So,
Oh yeah. So I'm a frequent at Tech Alley Henderson.
Okay.
And so this is my first time at Tech Alley
Okay.
Las Vegas, and
we're gonna move this just a little closer to you, and we're gonna try to tuck you into the table a little closer.
Here.
There we go. That should be better for the microphone.
Okay.
So, all right. So you frequent Tech Alley Henderson. I've been a couple of times. I've spoken at Tech Alley Henderson.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's been a
hoping to
while.
speak sometime in the future as
Awesome.
well. I recently graduated from Oregon State University with my degree in computer science and math.
Okay.
And I've just been freelancing, doing my own thing. I do some like business automation.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with a lot of startups doing like usability testing, things
Okay.
like that. And
Mhm.
on the side, I also make websites, which is
What you're doing for Steve?
exactly what
Yeah,
I'm doing
so-
for Steve.
So cool. What brought you to Las Vegas?
I was born and raised here.
Okay, so
So-
you born and raised here, went away for college, and what's really cool, when I lived here the first time 20 years ago, we would get to kids would go away for college and then never come back to Las Vegas, and it's different now.
Well, I will say I wasn't planning on coming back. I came back because of COVID.
Okay.
So my school, I was originally going to Western Washington University, and about a year and a half in, COVID hit, and their computer science program completely fell apart.
Oh my God.
So I came back to Vegas. I was thinking about going to UNLV, but they have semesters there, and I was on a quarter system.
Okay.
So that's why I ended up going to Oregon State University because they had an already established computer science online quarter
Okay.
system. So, but it was great. I got my degree there. I did all the extra credits I needed for math at UNLV because they didn't have a lot of math online. But yeah, I had a great university experience. I got my first year in the dorms, so that was nice. But
You got
then-
which is all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all you need.
After the first year, I was like, I'm just gonna go home.
You live in
finish my.
you live in a
degree.
different time than when I went to college, where
For
there was no such thing as online. So
Yeah, I know. We're so lucky these days that like education can be so like accessible.
so you're doing freelancing now.
Yes, I'm
So
doing
what's
freelancing.
what's something cool you can tell us you're working on? Is there anything cool you can tell us you're working on?
Well, I'm like very much in between projects. I'm trying to start working with Joshua. I don't remember his last name. I know there's a few Joshuas that one of them. He's the engineering Joshua. He has his own.
Josh Stacy.
I believe so. Yeah, he's doing the demo time today later.
Yeah, Josh Stacy.
Yeah, so I've been talking
Josh
to him.
Josh is always looking for talent. So.
Exactly. So he's thinking about bringing me onto their
Great.
team and doing some
Yeah,
stuff
Big TB is
there.
great.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. And I'm also always working with NetU. I've done a lot of usability for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're a startup that's trying to kind of bridge the gap between like a LinkedIn and like Facebook groups for entrepreneurs,
Okay.
you know? So that like there really isn't a platform like LinkedIn is very corporate based
Mm-hmm.
and we're trying to do more independent, like people independent, like have their own business.
More like
we-
entrepreneur stuff, freelancer stuff.
Yeah, and, like,
I
we-
think there's a lot of room for that.
Yeah,
LinkedIn is
exactly.
not set up for that.
It really isn't, and so that's kind of what I've been helping him with. He's here today. You could probably speak to him later.
What's his name?
Bashir Kassir.
Oh yeah, I know Bashir. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bashir's great.
Yeah, so
So
yeah, he can come on after and tell you a little bit more
yeah,
about NetU.
that's awesome. So what tech are you excited about? What kind of projects do you want to work on?
Well, there's so much. I don't like to confine myself to one
Mm-hmm.
space, but I am like looking to do more like full stack because I've
Okay.
been working a lot of websites is a lot of like front end stuff and
Mm-hmm.
like while I do have my degree in computer science, they don't really teach you front end in computer
No,
science.
which is crazy because everyone's like UX
yeah,
is
they don't
so
teach
important.
That. They don't teach that in computer science degrees. I had one class on UX. But I had classes on like usability and stuff, and so while I don't actually like implement it, I do like reports on usability and like
Mm-hmm.
say like, oh, this button, shouldn't really be here, doesn't make sense. Like it makes more sense for the user if you do this,
Yeah.
and that.
I had on my other podcast, we just interviewed Makoto Kern from Impact.
Okay.
And that they're a whole UX strategy firm. That's what they do.
Yeah,
They help
exactly.
they help companies just with their UX strategy and then
No,
and then
100%,
implement it.
it's so
Yeah.
important.
So-
That's kind of what I was doing with with just random like smaller startups because I'm still starting out. I'm growing, but I
That's
would love
great.
to have my own business. Like I mean, I do have my own business, but like have like a business where I have employees and things
Elias,
like that.
you can leave that there if you want to let it stay dry. Okay. Yeah. So that's great.
So this is the place to be,
Yeah, absolutely. So did you get to meet the kids who are doing the robotics team stuff?
I didn't. I think is that later today or was it this morning?
I don't know if they're doing a presentation or what they're doing, but I'm always so impressed with them. They had one of their team leaders, her name was Rose, came and sat down with us last month to tell us about all the things they have going on.
I know I heard a little bit of like the snippet of what they were doing, and robots kind of are a big part of the future. I feel
Yeah.
like we're going towards that.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm so impressed with what they're doing with they're doing this Girls in Tech event.
Oh, I'll
coming
have
up.
to attend that.
Yeah, it's them over there. Natalie is kind of their outreach person. I
Okay,
haven't
yeah.
seen,
I'll
but
go
yeah,
check
they're
that out.
they're looking for sponsors. I'm sure they're looking for mentors and that kind of stuff. But it's always exciting to me that when the young women come out and want to be involved in tech and are out there doing it and honestly are eating the guys' lunch because the women are out there like really hustling at it and the guys are sometimes like, I'll get to it later.
Yeah, no, you got to be a hustler in this economy.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Yeah,
So
so
cool.
thank you. I don't know if can I show my QR code?
You can show your QR code and you can tell everybody where they can reach you just in case when they go scan it from the video it doesn't scan for them.
Well,
So
actually, you know what? I better not do that because this is like my contact has my phone number on it. Do
okay.
you think that's
Well,
bad?
how would you like people to reach you?
You can reach me on Instagram at clarification.j and then which is CLARAFICATION. It's kind of a play on words.
That is a great username for Instagram.
Yeah, and it's also my email, so it's clarification.j@gmail.com, so you can find me there as well.
There you go. Well, find her if you're hiring. If you need a developer, if you need someone who can evaluate your UX and your website, holla at your girl and
Yes.
let's get out there. Let's find it. Let's get her loaded up with work to do. So.
Yes, I'm just in between projects, so now's the time to contact
Get her now.
me.
Get her
you
now
know?
because I don't think it's gonna last.
No,
so.
I don't think it is either. I
All right.
talked to a lot of people
All
today.
right. Thank you so much, Clara.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to Bashir. It's been a while, so come on, Bashir. I'm good. Have a seat. Tell us
Yeah.
what you're working on. Let's get caught up.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to sit a little closer to be in the frame. So I'll turn my legs here. But yeah, If you sit just like that, you should be
I'll
okay.
put this later.
Yeah, put that right there. We'll hold it up later.
Yeah. Hello, Jason.
How are you doing? Yeah,
Fine,
let's get this
fine.
microphone in front of you. and
Yeah.
There
Is
you
that
go.
fine like this?
That's great. That's
okay,
great.
okay, very good. Yeah, so I've been on this podcast before,
Yep.
and we had a startup company. At that time, we named it. It was a beta version, mytradezone.com. But,
Yep, I remember that.
But based on feedback from different users and so on, we rebranded mytradezone.com to netu.ai, netu.ai.
Here, let's hold it up.
Yeah.
Hold it up. Hold it up over here. So there we go. Here, I'll hold it. You
Yeah.
talk. You talk about NetU. Nobody needs to see me. You talk about NetU.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
really, in a nutshell, NetU is a global, AI-powered global networking platform. Mean anybody, like professional people or businesses, you can go post your self or your profile on NetU and your business, and you can put all the tags and category related to your business. So if I'm going searching, maybe looking for tax people, or I'm looking for a programmer, or I'm looking for a solar manufacturer of solar power energy and so on, you can easily find it on the global network. So NetU is like the whole global networking group, but within that big universe, you can build and create your own networking group.
Mhm.
So you can, as a networking group organizers, trade show organizers, association, community builders, they can quickly, in no time, in half an hour or so, build your own networking group and monetize your group. So our key difference here is that you can quickly and easily monetize your networking group. And you can create, like, for example, sponsorship opportunity. You could charge for your members to attend. I mean, it can be a free group to attend, but you could charge $10 a month or
Yep.
whatever. So we enable that capability.
Okay.
And on top of that, you can also create exhibition space. So let's
Okay.
say I have a table and you say, okay, I'm going to charge $200 for the table. And you can, as an organizer, you can do that. And we're targeting Chamber of Commerce, organizer, associations, and so on.
That's great. And so, what kind of status is in this now? Is this in beta? Is it out there? Is it ready
Oh,
to go? What's going on?
Yeah, very good question, Jason. It is good to go right now.
Okay.
And we just officially launching right now this month
Okay.
the NetU platform.
Okay.
So right now we are ready to get real live customers on the
Okay.
platform, and we're already working with few.
Who are your ideal early adopters? Who are the folks you want to like as they're watching this right now go, "Oh, that's me. I need to go get signed up for this today."
Okay, if the early adopter are mainly we're targeting organizers. So if you are having event organizer, you wanna or networking group organizers, those are early adopter. Now, of course, anybody, any business, any individual can be on the platform, which is fine. But our early adopter are any organizers. If you're building a networking group, you can use NetU to host your next event, to host and monetize your next event. If you have a group, maybe on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn don't allow you to monetize it, you can migrate your group to NetU and monetize it instantly, basically.
Right. So if you got an event coming up or you've got a group you're trying to promote, we need those on the platform now, because when people join as individuals, they got to have stuff to join when
Yeah.
they show up. So
Yes, that's correct.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of really
Okay.
our early adopter. On the longer term, we're trying to go after the trade show organizers.
Mhm.
As you know, here in Vegas is the
Yep.
capital of trade shows. So
Absolutely.
we're trying to go after trade show organizers and ability to
Okay.
go with exhibitor. And with NetU, trade show organizer can create a digital twin version of their event on NetU.
Are you
Yeah.
going to go to CES this year?
I'm going to see.
Yep. I've got my pass. I've got
Yeah,
my
I
I've
got
got my
my-
media pass to CES. I'll be there.
I got my pass too. Oh. Okay. Okay, very good. Thank
So,
you. Yeah.
so all right. Well, I'm going to hold this up again. Tell everybody where they can find.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I don't want to.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get
So-
that cleaned up there.
So to sign up, it's a free to sign up. It's always free, forever free. So it's netu.ai. And the way we make money is that we make a transaction fee when somebody, let's say you create sponsorship and so on. So that's really very how you sign up. And you can create a networking group and so on.
Okay, so free to sign up. So everybody go sign up.
Whether you're an individual or a company.
And then if you have events coming up, if you have a trade show coming up, if you have a networking group you're running, even if you're running on another platform,
Yeah.
get your group signed up.
Yeah, and monetize it instantly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Bashir, thank you so much for joining us. It's
Jason.
always
Yeah.
a pleasure to see
Yeah,
you.
It's always
I'm
pleasure.
going to hand this to you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Whew. All right, everybody sit tight. I'm going to grab myself a water. I'm going to see if we can get Mark Phelan on here. I'll eat after. So you ready? Are you eating? You ready to talk? All right, everybody sit tight. Mark Phelan's going to join us in just a second. All right, Mark Phelan, how the heck are you? So, did you get to talk to Elias
I did
about
not.
the laptops? Okay,
Not yet. Not yet.
So
So,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot for that one, but I just he was telling me about it. I was like, Mark's going to be really interested in
yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, he mentioned it earlier at the talk that they did at the Mav space. Have you been to the Mav?
No, I haven't been over
It's
there.
rad.
I didn't even
It's
know it was there until today.
That's what. Yeah, that's kind of the big news today. Is I guess the guys at Mav wanted to get involved.
Yeah, shout out to Mav.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, let us know if we can do anything. And then I guess Josh was like, can you host?
Can you
host
we
today?
use your space for stuff?
Yeah, especially because of the rain, which
Yeah.
has been great. It was a super cool space. They have this neon wall that Dave Berlin got to do his Global Entrepreneurship Week
Oh, cool.
presentation on. So yeah, super tech.
I might have to come down here and do a special little
Yeah,
special little tour with them
Definitely.
on video.
I want to
so.
introduce you to Dan, who's
I got to meet him real quick earlier, but we
Cool.
didn't. I was setting up, so we didn't get to talk
yeah,
very long.
Yeah, Dan's
so.
awesome. Yeah, he's been our host over at Mav
Yeah.
today. So how have you been? Haven't seen
I've been
you
good. I've been
in a month.
running and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff going on. So podcasts and Vets and Tech Gala last week. And
Yeah.
how was your event?
So great news. I got good news and then I got bad news.
Okay.
We ended up canceling the event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
So
now I don't feel terrible for missing it.
yeah.
Because I was driving back and I was like, I could still go. And then
can make it.
somebody decided to land a small plane on the 15 on Saturday afternoon last week.
Saw that.
Yeah. So I was sitting for like 2 hours, like between the state line and Gene.
Oh wow.
Of just so I didn't even make it back to Vegas until like 8.
Yeah. We were.
I was way ahead on my I was like, I'm making such good time today. I stopped in Bakersfield, like a Black Bear Cafe to have lunch. I was like, I'm making such good time, and then I hit the state line, and it's like now we're just stopped.
Yeah. Bummer. Well, you didn't miss us. You missed Vet Fest.
I did miss
That was awesome. So I've got JP with me. We're kind of tagging along. So I met JP at MCon about I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's been here like 2 weeks.
Dude, he's been sucked into Vegas. And so it works because he knows of events. So I've been going to events with him and then vice versa. And then I got looped in with, I got to give you a shout out from last time. I got connected with Dave Berlin.
Yeah.
And then he invited me to MCon.
Yep.
And then from MCon, that just catapulted us forward.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. It's been incredible.
Yeah.
Honestly. The last couple of weeks have been absolutely phenomenal. Just connecting and networking and going to events and going to meetups and I got to go to the founder meetup by Otzi.
Oh yeah, Mike DeLuca's. Yep, that's. I couldn't go this week.
was
I had
cool.
family in town.
I love
but
the
those
Bel
are
Air.
always great. So
Yeah.
did you get to meet Mike?
I did, yeah,
Okay.
briefly, yeah.
Good,
I want
good.
to
He's
connect with him.
he's
more.
someone I wanted to introduce you to, but you guys already did it. So
Yeah.
And then did you get to meet Matt? His
I
COO.
think I did, maybe in
Okay.
passing. Yeah, I went with JP and Dave, and we had a great time.
Yeah, that's a great event.
Great venue. Yeah. So there was that. I literally I can't even keep track of everything we've been going to. It just feels like it's been something. I mean, it's probably been over a dozen events.
Yeah,
in the last month.
it's Vegas, so there's always something going on.
Yeah, especially with Veterans Day,
Mhm.
and then now we have Global Entrepreneurship Week coming up, which I know
Yep.
is kind of a hot topic.
Yep.
It's great. Biggest update is that we were invited by the SBDC
Mhm.
to pitch.
Yes.
Yes. So out of the 50 applicants that they took, the projection team worked with our AI team, and we made it to the
Mm-hmm.
top 10. So we were one of the finalists. I got to present and did that at corporate co-working,
Yep.
believe it or not. So that was kind of surreal to be full
To be
circle.
back there.
Yeah, back there where you and I got to speak and host the Momentum Office Party. So yeah, we got to pitch. Pitch went well, and we got some great contacts. And
Mm-hmm.
now we have 25,000 in funding for engineering support.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so working with Karma Hunter.
Yep.
And then went to Tech Alley Henderson. The last Tech Alley
Yep.
Henderson.
And then the next one's coming up Wednesday.
So then met Lorraine, and now I'm speaking at the next one coming up.
yeah,
Wednesday.
I saw that. So
Yeah, I'm getting completely absorbed into the ecosystem here, which is
it's easy to
that's
do.
the goal.
It's
That's the
easy.
goal.
It's easy
Yeah.
to get absorbed into the ecosystem here.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's been fantastic. So we're looking at pushing the next office party maybe until the spring.
Okay.
Just because everything is going on, and we're
Yep.
getting a lot of great traction. And just attending more of these like niche ecosystem events.
Yep.
What do you have going on over the next month? You've been sprinting too.
I have been. So let's see. Planning on being at Tech Alley Henderson on Wednesday.
Yep.
I feel like there's a Tuesday thing, but I can't wrap my mind around what the Tuesday thing is.
Yeah.
So Tech Alley Henderson, and then there's VIP Social Club is after that.
Okay.
So I'll probably go to Tech Alley Henderson for the first hour ish, and then bust out to VIP Social Club. Which just look up VIP Social Club on Instagram, and you can get on their RSVP list. That like the location's a secret unless you're on the list. So
That's pretty cool.
so I'm not telling you can't go. I'm just telling you look them up, and they'll handle it for you.
Yeah.
Because I think there's and if you look at my Instagram, you should see some reposts and some stories with that stuff anyway.
Cool.
Then Thursday is Startup Vegas Pitch Night.
Okay.
And then also Thursday, there's a film community mixer. So I'm going to try to get to both of those if I can. And that is and then I'm recording a bunch of Leaders Mindset podcast episodes
Cool.
next week,
Cool.
Along with Vegas startup scene, educational stuff, all that kind of thing.
Nice.
Things we dropped to a fast-paced normal week this week.
Yeah.
And then kind of Thanksgiving week, we'll kind of get back into our normal routine
Yeah.
because I'll be so far ahead on Leaders Mindset episodes that I don't
Yeah,
won't
kinda stop
won't feel
off.
like I need to film like 3 of them every week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's awesome.
so
That's great.
we've got some great guests coming up. Monday I'm recording with a woman who used to work for Meta and has written a book about the leadership there. So that'll
Really?
be interesting.
That's cool.
We just had Makoto Kern on, who I need to introduce you to at some point.
Okay.
Runs a UX strategy design firm here in town.
Okay.
Who else? I don't know. We got a lot of good folks coming up, and I've got Leaders Mindset episodes like recordings booked out through like February. So
How's the gala?
so much fun.
Yeah.
It's such a fun event. It's such a fun event because it's a lot of like Bay Area tech folks. It's a lot of, but like I got to sit at a table with a lot of the new chapter leads from the new chapters. So
Okay.
the Philly chapter lead, the Seattle
Cool.
chapter lead, the Albuquerque chapter lead.
Yeah.
So we got like talking about the different chapters and I mean when some of them are new, I mean like last month new.
Wow.
So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then they do a live auction, and
Okay.
the guy who does the live auction is he's the hype man for the Golden State Warriors.
Oh,
So
my
he brings us like
gosh.
really professional like hype
Yeah.
man quality
Yeah.
to the auction, and then they give out a bunch of awards and do a bunch of recognition. It's always fun, but and it's at the Marine Memorial Museum and Hotel right in
Yes.
downtown San Francisco. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever been.
I haven't.
It's amazing. It's an amazing historical landmark.
Yeah.
So beautiful, and then they do it up like in the ballroom there on their 10th floor. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's
That must
it's
be
really
awesome.
great views of downtown San Francisco
Yeah.
from the bar area.
Yeah.
And so a lot of fun,
That's cool.
a lot of fun events. So we'll try to lead turn it for you next year to
Yeah.
give you some notice to go.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll put it in my calendar
because
for next year.
usually they start telling us about it like in August as the chapter leads.
Got
So
it,
we'll
okay.
we'll get it.
Is it
we'll
around
get-
the same time every
It's
year?
it's always that first Friday of November
Okay, cool.
because they try to deconflict it with like Veterans Day and Marine Corps
Yeah.
birthday and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So every so often there's a weird calendar thing where the first Friday of the month falls on Marine Corps birthday or something like
Yes.
that, or whatever.
I attended that as well.
Whatever
Yeah.
Friday they typically do
Yeah.
it on. Sometimes falls on Marine Corps birthday, and I think that's why they've moved to first Friday of November,
Okay.
and so that doesn't happen
Yeah.
anymore. But yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun. So, and then I didn't do any Marine Corps birthday stuff this year either.
Yeah.
So
In Vegas, November, December, I know that there's a lot of events happening. Which are the ones that you're looking forward to the most?
let's see. Well, Technically Henderson.
Yep.
Honestly, the big thing I'm focused on, I'm gonna try to get to Vegas Crypto Group's Web3 Wednesday, which is the first Wednesday of the month. And Mike was just on. We were talking like an hour ago. We were talking about
Sure.
that, but
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get to that. What else is
Who's
coming
leading
up?
that? Mike? That crypto?
Quincy Lee
Okay.
leads that. So
Okay.
she leads that for Vegas Crypto Group.
Cool.
Other things coming up in December. I don't know. I have to look. what's going on. The big thing for me is I got my media pass to CES. So so I'll be going to CES again this year. And
Oh,
like
wow.
last year I didn't even go every day because I went the first day.
Yeah.
Just went around. I didn't even make it out of the startup things. Like the whole week I didn't even make it out of the startup area.
Wow, yeah.
And I just talked to company after company, startup company, about what they're doing and just doing little interviews
That's cool.
with these startup companies about what their tech is and where, so I'm gonna try to pace myself a little better so I can make it
Yeah.
every day. But I'm really looking forward to that and hopefully getting to see a little more of CES than I saw last year. But
Yeah. What was the
mean-
biggest thing that you remember from last year?
so the biggest thing is I interviewed a kind of a neural interface company, and we did a nice like 8 to 10 minute interview with one of their sales engineers,
Cool.
and like they've got it up on their website, and they've got it up on like their LinkedIn page.
Yeah. Oh,
So it was a real
cool.
and they're coming back this year,
Yeah.
and they have some big announcements they're going to do just prior to coming out. So they're going to have like we're gonna do like another sit down with them.
Yeah,
Like we'll probably go visit them at the booth, but I think we're gonna do a sit down with their chief strategy officer and some of their tech team offline as well.
Cool.
In a more detailed fashion. They reached out to me maybe a month ago, like, hey, we're coming to town for this other conference. Can we talk to you? And they're like, so we have all this going on coming up for
Yeah.
our CES this year. And I was like,
That's
oh
so
wow.
cool.
So it's cool they wanted us to be involved.
Yeah,
So.
that is so cool.
So, but yeah, that's so they're definitely coming back, and I got to reach out to some of the other companies we talked to last year to see if they're
Yeah.
coming back. But yeah, and that's the great thing about CES is it's great to catch up with the people you know, but there's going to be so many more people you haven't heard
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So CES is great.
And then do you focus on like the actual Las Vegas convention events and whatnot, mainly tech, startup, entrepreneur, or do you
That's what I mainly focus on. You know, with this kind of stuff, it's focused
Yeah.
on tech and then the leadership of tech stuff.
Got it.
Because if you can do it, I think if you can lead a tech team, you can lead any team, right? So,
Yep.
it's but yeah, and CES was actually the only big convention I went to last year. I got wrapped up
Got it.
with the podcast. I got wrapped up bringing in the Vegas startup scene stuff and some of the things we were doing with like Gathering of Angels, and and I didn't never got to sit down to like look into getting a media pass for any other events. But
Yeah.
but CES, so yeah, I need to be better about that. Is looking at what events are coming up and what their deadlines for media credentials are and that kind of thing.
Are you looking
So,
forward to F1?
I went to F1 last year. If
Okay.
a friend's got free tickets through VetTix.
Cool.
If that opportunity
Cool.
comes up, I'll go.
Yeah.
The race is actually earlier this year. I think it's starting at 8 instead of 10.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like such a late night.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, if the opportunity to go to F1 comes along, I'll
Yeah.
certainly take it. If not, there's plenty of GEW stuff going on
There is.
this week
Yeah.
as well. So
There's like 15 different.
yeah,
GW
I'm
events.
already booked up on like Wednesday and
What are you going
Thursday.
to?
Technically Henderson,
Henderson.
and then there's VIP Social Club after that.
Yes. Okay.
And then Startup Vegas on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, there's a film community event.
I think I talked to my guys next year for the office party. We might put it on Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might and it might even be good to do it like still do it on a Saturday.
Sure.
Do it like the Saturday before GEW, the Saturday after, as kind of one of those either kickoff or capstone
idea.
events.
That's
So
a good idea.
we found a lot of success with that with Veteran Social Club when we did Freedom Week in
Yes,
July.
yes.
Veteran Social Club did like a Friday night like social thing
Okay.
at Petrolhead down in
Yeah,
Chinatown.
I went there with Dave.
So
We'll
so
set
it's
up.
and that was really nice to have kind of like just an event that was just social hangout cap to the event.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because everyone's pretty burned out at the end. They had
they're long weeks.
yeah, they had that at MCon, which is only I think 4 days. But they had like a recap happy hour, and
Yeah.
that was the most valuable conversations that I had
Yep.
all weekend.
Yeah.
Were just like at the end of it, all
Yeah,
the booths are
there's
closed.
no speaker. There's
No.
no pitches.
Yeah,
there's
everyone's
no
just
there's no like networking challenges or it's just like I just want to have a drink and talk
and
to
just
people.
hang out.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And then you start talking to people beyond what they do in their company and
Yeah,
whatnot. Just
yeah.
like
Yeah.
where
No,
you're
that's
from.
it's really great.
Yeah,
So
no, that was
to
awesome.
have some kind of event that caps it off, and I think Memento Office Party would be a great one to fit in.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Both for Freedom Week and for GEW.
Yeah, I want to connect with Dave on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connect with Dave. He'll just let him know what you want to do, and
So what are you doing for the holidays?
no idea. I'll be here, but I have no idea.
Really? You stay in Vegas?
Yep. I know for because I don't like to get into the travel craziness.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I do traveling other times.
Okay.
Like if I go visit family, I'll go like early December.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's
And,
smart.
and I'll be back here by like the 20th.
Yeah.
And like settled
And
and
just
not
hunker
have to
down.
not have to like go near an airport,
Yeah,
not have to
yeah.
get on the freeway.
Especially now with the TSA
So-
and everything happening.
Yeah, now
That's gotta
that
be a
now that
nightmare.
now that I don't have like a regular job I have to go to, like
Yeah.
now that I kind of make my own schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh,
plan
well,
around.
I'll go in early December.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart. Yeah, I
Right.
usually drive down to LA for Thanksgiving and then Salt Lake. for
Yeah,
Christmas.
Thanksgiving we're gonna doing something with friends. I think we're gonna go to the buffet at the Palms.
Cool.
So we'll
That's a great idea.
yeah.
Just go to a buffet.
If you want to come
Yeah.
along.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah. Let me know.
But
Sign
yeah,
up.
what now everyone gets to eat exactly however much of whatever food they
Definitely.
want.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nothing runs out.
It's so smart.
Nobody has to cook. Nobody has to clean up.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody has to say I don't want my stuffing with right. Don't put
Yeah.
celery in it.
Yeah.
Do put celery in it.
Yeah,
I have to
if you-
make I have to make two.
If you want to be vegan, be vegan.
Right.
There's the salad bar.
Right. Buffet.
Yeah.
Buffet. That's the way to do it.
Especially in Vegas.
So yeah,
it's
I don't know.
many-
I don't know what the day will look like. We typically try to eat around 2 when we do
Yeah,
that because
okay.
that's kind of like the time the line's not very it's not like
Yeah.
lunchtime and it's
Yeah.
not like what people consider Thanksgiving dinner
Yeah.
time like at 4.
You just fast all day.
So
go at
so
2.
so you just I won't fast all day, but like I won't overdo it on breakfast and then I won't eat lunch and then so.
Yeah.
um,
I'm gonna be fasting for
But yeah,
at least a day before
normally there's not a
Thanksgiving.
line at like 2:00. So you go, are
Yeah.
you guys hungry? Let's go now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I may get down there at 11 and watch some sports and do some drinking.
That's
so,
what I did. Just hang out.
so
Yeah.
you know, and I may not get down there till 1:30. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'll worry about that on Thanksgiving
What,
Day.
what? So besides all the events, podcasts, leadership, do you have any projects that you're currently working on?
Closest thing I can say to that is inside the film community, kind of a collective of directors and writers has asked me to work with them as being an executive producer for their projects.
Cool.
So we are getting that kicked off. We kind of had I had a one-on-one meeting with the guy pulling all that together a couple weeks ago, and then we're having there are 3 projects we're looking at doing in 2026, and I am very much like using ChatGPT to learn what an executive producer does,
Yep.
and like what my role is, and
Yeah.
and doing that on both the business side of production and the actual production side, but also what we're going to need to do to start pitching investors into these film
Ooh,
projects.
that'll be good.
So yeah, so I may give you a call and say you want to invest in a film project.
Let me know. Let me know.
Yes, we're gonna have another sit down this week coming up, and that's just going to be all of my prepared questions of
Sure.
for each. Generally, what are we doing?
hmm
What about each project? Building timelines, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
It's funny being in
Building the teams for each project, all that kind of stuff.
being in like Tech Alley MCon. I was surprised as to how many people are shooting documentaries or creating content, and that
So
there's a lot of
there's a
production
big
around
film
it.
community here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
yeah,
say it's a big. There's an active film community
established.
here,
Yeah.
and it is fairly well established. Yeah, there's a somebody starting a new film festival that's coming up. It's called the Nikola
Oh,
Tesla Film
cool.
Festival.
Oh.
So she's someone that the founder of it. I need to connect with her and
Mhm.
have some more conversation because I don't think we'll have something. Our group will have something to submit.
Yeah.
We might have something we can submit. I gotta find out more and
Good reason
there's an
to-
opportunity.
Yeah,
There's an
yeah.
opportunity, and I'll just leave it at that.
That's how it was with the AWS pitch. You know, we had the opportunity. I was like, well,
Yep.
let's just submit something. Let's
So
go.
and if we don't submit to Nikola Tesla this year,
Mhm.
we'll look at the submissions are in December, so it's late enough in the year if one of our 3 projects we're already working on doesn't fit with like the other things we want to submit to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you submit to a film festival, it has to premiere at that film festival. You can't
Yeah.
show it somewhere else.
Oh,
So there's all like any
Yeah.
competition thing, there's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
rules. So but maybe we'll look for another project to do.
So all this
So,
production that you do is starting to pay off.
I don't know if
You're-
it's starting to pay off, but it's certainly
Well, getting more projects.
it's certainly giving me more work to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
which I consider a win because
Yeah, definitely.
no, I think it's great. So
That's
yeah,
so cool.
you may get a call from me saying, "Hey, I want to pitch a film project to you."
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the more, again, I'm in the tech community, the more you hear about these film projects and documentaries that are being written and created. Have you met JP?
I haven't met
That's-
JP, and
okay.
I would love to sit down and talk to him. And then there's at least one other person who said they were going to come.
Yeah.
They hit me up on LinkedIn and said they were going to come down this week and
I'll
talk
find
to me.
JP.
And I saw him walk by, but I don't know where he
Yeah.
went to. So
Yeah, I'll find JP. I'll bring him over
okay,
here.
yeah, if you find
He's,
JP, would love to talk to him. And if we don't have anybody waiting, we may cap it off because we're hitting that time of day. If nobody's waiting, we cap it off. So,
Yeah. Okay. Let me go grab him. I'll be right
Mhm.
back.
thanks. Always a pleasure.
Pleasure. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. All right. Well, while we're waiting for JP, we are in the second round of talks today. So right now we're doing demo time with Josh Stacy. Victory is doing the drones session right now. Eric Lacasse is doing AI search engine optimization. Hey, sir, how are you? You want to jump in?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, no, it's great to see you in person. So yeah, jump in. Tell us what you're working on.
I've been working on something called AI, Kusog AI Agent. It's a multi-modal AI application. And it's one of the big things I've been doing with it lately is something I call AI guided workflows, which is a way to do, like, say, online insurance quote, tax returns, or other things where you're gathering a lot of data that you're going to use for some process. Like, and there's multiple steps where you might, and then you have an AI conversation next to it where it's using custom prompts that kind of know this workflow and what kind of data it's looking for, so that you can either fill in the fields directly in the workflow, and then it knows what, and it kind of responds back, hey, that's a good response, or maybe you might want to refine it, or you could just have a conversation and the AI would update those form fields.
I love what you're doing because I've been saying this for a couple months now after my own experimentation of AI, because you can either talk to AI or like it can create like a canvas to show you what it's working on, but you can't see and hear at the same time. It just reads you what it's doing, right? And that's too much to process audially. That's what I want to see. I want to see like the form on the, like my tax return on the left-hand side, and I want the prompts and the talking on the right-hand side, and I want to see things change on the form as we're talking about stuff.
Right, yeah.
That's so I need it both. I need the auditory stuff and I need the visual at the same time.
Yeah, even if you don't have audio, which I do audio tech voice, you still can have like a general conversation with it, like what is this field really asking for? What's a good type of data that it really needs?
What's the range of values it will accept, right?
Or like even if it's like asking for information about your company, like what's your main service you provide? And how are you going to just type in a name of a service, or do you need to provide 3-4 sentences?
Yep.
What would those sentences contain?
Yep.
So if you type it in and the AI can evaluate and say, oh yeah, that looks like it's good, but maybe you might want to think about including this extra detail because we're going to be using that to create marketing content. And so the more information we know in this aspect of that service, the better we can create marketing content for that company later.
That's great. So we didn't have you tell everybody who you are and
Okay. Hi, I'm Matt Denman. I'm with Kusog AI, and I've been working on various AI systems for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
But I've got nearly 40 years of software engineering architecture experience too. So I've worked on systems like IBM mainframes, doing 360 assembler for American Express credit card authorization, to transportation companies like CSX, doing train management on maps and stuff like that, tracking resources. And so now trying to bring all that kind of enterprise and even small business, small startup type companies, bringing that kind of knowledge into the AI environments and to totally integrate AI into a platform to where you're not, it's not just a conversation on the side for a chat bot. You're able to, you have what I call like application awareness and control. So it knows what you're doing in the app. It can control the application for you. And so it's kind of like a help system too, but it's also able to just do it for you.
Yeah, it's kind of getting to like Star Trek, right? But it's that to really get to that next step where AI is useful, I've got to be able to give it my intent and then have it go turn all the knobs inside the application, right?
Yeah.
And then show me, is this what you want? And I go, yeah, that's what I want. Or no, let me rephrase what I'm doing here. Let me explain it to you better.
Right. Yeah. That gives you that power of, I think I originally started with this idea of, I want to build Jarvis from Iron Man.
Right.
And we're not there with the robotics and everything integration, but just being able to communicate about what you want to do and the right application capabilities surface for you. And it can kind of control that application for you so that you can just kind of have a conversation about what you're trying to do. And it kind of bridges the gap so you're not sitting there mouse clicking your way and knowing how to do everything perfectly and everything.
If AI is going to be really useful, that's what it's got to get to. It's got to get to, I have an intent, I have an outcome I'm looking for, you go do the work, and then show me what you've got, and then we'll iterate, right?
Yeah.
Which is very much how in that first Iron Man movie, Tony Stark works with Jervis, right?
Right.
It's like, okay, let's put some red in there, right? It's
Yeah, you want to be able to communicate. It knows the app, your intent, and being able to drive that behavior. And that's a lot easier said than done. I'll tell you that.
It's a very, very difficult technical challenge, but that's what it's got to get to.
Yeah, and I think it's possible, but it's a combination of traditional programming along with AI capabilities. So it's not AI alone, it's the way you integrate it into the application that makes it all come together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what other projects do you have going on?
It's mostly just that. I also run a system called stringclub.com that's kind of like a place where users that play violin, viola, cello, and bass can come online and they can learn to play songs that they like. They can record themselves. It's got like a multi-track recorder in there. So a user can say, I want to learn this song, and it plays it along, and you can kind of practice along with it, then record yourself in there. You can create an MP3 of all the tracks recorded. And let's say you play viola, I can invite you to my project. You can come in and record your viola on the viola. Let's say it's a quintet, like violin, viola, cello, and bass, and then I want to be able to have you add, so instead of MIDI playback on some of those, because you upload a MIDI file for the song, then you record tracks and you can replace the MIDI with the audio. In fact, like an orchestra teacher at a school can say, I want all of you to go in and record. So I've got 20 people playing violin. They can each record, and I can pick to switch which recording to listen to, and then I can play them back at the same time. So I can make an MP3 where all 20 violinists played that track, for that particular song, and now the MP3 is all 20 playing at the same time. And then that way I can have that as a recording for the students too.
That's fantastic.
I've had that site for about 10 years now, and we have a YouTube channel with like 150,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow, that's great.
I also sell violin, viola, cello products on Amazon as a third-party seller. And then the memberships from the website too.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to join us today. It was great to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, it's like I've been wanting to say hello and see you. We've connected for a while.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You. Yeah, take it
Have
easy.
a great day. Whew. Hey, Josh. Yeah, jump on real quick. Yeah. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. We got some rain, huh?
Oh
could-
boy, 55 months.
55 months without rain.
We
Huh?
got to start over.
That's okay.
0.
That's okay. I'll take another 55.
You know, as long as it wasn't windy.
Wi-
you know.
Windy would have been harder, right?
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
even if it, I mean, windy's always harder to deal with here.
Yeah.
Even if it even if it wasn't raining. So
But you know, the cool thing is that Taverna said, you know what? Let's go inside and let's move everything inside. And it's a really festive scene. And they got a DJ going on. And
yeah, I
think
saw
everyone's having
that.
a great time.
Yeah, they
Um,
got a ton of stuff going on, and very much in the spirit of Tech Alley, you had someone step up today and provide a venue space for
See,
you.
You know what? Maybe that was the calling for the rain, right? We ended up meeting president and the developer and the new company, a startup here that's
Yeah.
right next to us.
Which I didn't even know was there.
I didn't either. And they said they'd like to get more involved, and we had GEW.
Yep.
Was going to host on the roof. It's rainy, but they said, hey, move it on over there. So
was
I
great.
think we formed a new partnership
Yeah, I love it.
and friendship with another startup here in Vegas.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that they get more involved, and they seem like good people. I love their space.
Yeah, I got to get over and take a look.
Yeah.
So
But and this is what it's all about.
I might reach out to them, come down with a camera and some microphones, and just do a little
Oh,
tour
yeah.
to put online.
And I know they're looking for some developers. And so
Are they hiring?
Yeah, they're hiring, and so they have a developer group meeting up there right now.
No, cool, very cool.
Yeah. So I mean,
Another company is hiring developers. So we already talked about one.
I always say this, right? Sometimes bad luck overshadows worse luck. It just kind of gets
Yeah.
me going. Whenever someone says no, you go, well, maybe something worse would have happened, or
Yeah.
you never look at things and go, that's the end.
Yeah.
Right. So even though the rain isn't bad, it may have been a little bit more inconvenient for people because we had nowhere to sit because of in
Yeah,
all these
that made it a little challenging for lunch, but
But I said we connected with a good company, and I'm glad that happened. And again, people got sat inside and it seemed like they had a fantastic time, and
Yeah.
hopefully took care of the waiters and waitresses and bartenders, and
yeah,
Yeah.
I hope they did a good business today in Taverna.
I hope so too.
So
Yeah.
so
But anyway, man, the life is going good. Tech Alley, we're looking to go into a couple new stages with the company. We've partnered now with the Chamber, Vegas
okay,
Chamber,
I saw that. Yep.
and I saw a lot of people from the Chamber here.
Oh, that's great.
And the goal is to really mix the mindset of traditional business, I suppose, with
Mhm.
high growth entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
and try to really blend those ideas together, and try to even more quickly advance Vegas into this tech and startup community
Yeah.
through the business side itself. We're looking at working with Henderson, the Urban Chamber, and
Okay.
and so on. Talked to a couple of other companies coming up with partnerships. I think we're ready for the next stage of the Vegas ecosystem, which means, having those partnerships, having that blend of communication, but actually even getting some high level entrepreneurs. Engaged here.
I think we're getting there. I think it's coming.
Yeah,
I think we're finding more and more. We've had those companies here in the past, and they haven't been so engaged with the community. And now we're finding that some of the newer companies that are hitting that level want to be engaged with the community. So
Yeah.
it's really great.
Let's get them. We got the students here,
Yeah,
which I'm excited about.
that's always exciting when they when the robotics students come in and talk about how they're getting ready for their season, and then the two young women who've talked to us on this podcast about their Girls in Tech event. And
yeah.
great stuff.
Yeah, so they're over there. Look at it. They're showing off what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, man. I can't wait for next year.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I always look forward to Tech Alley, and I'm looking forward to all the cool things that are coming. So
Yeah.
it just keeps moving forward and getting bigger every month.
Yeah. So you do your podcast every Monday? Is that what you're doing?
So every Monday we do Vegas Startup Scene, which is a less than 10-minute rundown of the news in the community and then what's coming up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, we do a couple minutes of big news items. Like last week we had talked about Rich Tech Robotics and their Atom Robot and their partnership with the Golden Knights is one of the things we talked about.
Uh-huh.
When Zero Labs did their cohort, we put that into the news segment. We got a bunch of stuff coming up on, so you guys have to tune in Monday for the news we cover on Monday.
Yeah.
But we cover a couple minutes of news, then we do a couple minutes of here are all the events that are coming up that we could find, and if you know more events, please tell us. And then we do we take an interview highlight, whether it's from my other podcast or it's from somebody we sat down with here, and we do 2 or 3 minutes of talking about something somebody has going on. And and my promise to everybody is it'll be less than 10 minutes. So
yeah, and I catch them every once in a while.
Yep.
You just have little short blurbs.
I take the clip, I do clips of them, and then I throw them on Instagram and LinkedIn and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So because I want the info, especially the event stuff, right? I want like if something happened like the blockchain Monday things, right? If one of the clips is a blockchain Monday thing, I always make sure that goes out on Monday. So if anybody sees, then go, oh, I can go to blockchain Monday, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like
cool.
we almost always have a clip where we're talking about Tech Alley, right? So we throw those up in time to make sure people can make a plan to go to Tech Alley.
Yeah, I love
and
everything
then
you're
and then the little newsy clips we throw in wherever. So
Yeah, well, I'm always thankful that you're here.
I'm always thankful you
And-
want us here.
And-
So
no, geez, it's my pleasure, my benefit to have you here, because it's always good to see all the people that are coming and telling everybody what's going on.
yeah, it's great because we've just been we've had 2 moments where I didn't have somebody in that chair and I got starting to read the rundown of what's happening. And then like somebody's like, hey, can I jump on? So like it's great when we just have people who are like they want to share what they're doing.
Yeah.
They want to tell the world about, one, the great things they're doing, and 2, the great things the community is doing here in Las Vegas. So
Yeah. Well, I love it, man. Thank you
no,
again.
it's
for
great.
everything.
Thank you
All
for
right.
having us.
Heck
So
yeah.
all right, well, I know Mark was looking for JP, and I'd really like to get JP on here. So we will hang tight for a few minutes. Hey, jump on. What's your name?
My name's Josh.
Josh. Tell us what you got going on, Josh.
Yeah, so I am a crypto YouTube content creator.
Okay, cool.
I'm different than a lot of other content creators that you see in the space because crypto is a very very interesting degen like space.
Yep.
A lot of young people that are interested in it that are much more interested, I think, than the gains that can come with it
Mhm.
than what the technology can bring to
Mhm.
humanity. And so what I talk about on my channel, it's called Late Game Crypto.
Okay.
I focus a lot on the freedom aspects of it,
Okay.
the philosophy aspect
Mhm.
of it, the ways that can be used to enrich human interaction
Mhm.
and human capabilities to collaborate.
Okay.
Yeah. I focus largely on the Cardano
Okay.
ecosystem.
Mhm.
It's something that I was passionate about, that I wanted to commit to, and it like aligned more with my
Mhm.
principles.
What is something about the tech piece?
Yeah.
But that most people don't know about that you really want to make sure people understand about crypto.
Well, I mean, one of the big things that I focus on that I really like to push are things like self-custody, economic principles like a
Mhm.
hard cap supply, the ways in which people in power are abusing their control,
Mhm.
and crypto is the first technology in decades, centuries that
Mhm.
really does something to give that power back to people.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, what are some things people can start doing today?
Learning about the basics of blockchain technology is massive. Nobody understands. Everybody knows how to sign up on Coinbase. Everybody knows how to sign up on an exchange where you can buy and sell
Mhm.
crypto. Very few people understand that the value that this technology brings to people is the self-custody
Mhm.
aspect of it, and the ability to hold your money, your assets in your own custody
Mhm.
without anybody else having to control it.
Mhm. So, is there if someone were to go to your channel, is there a video they should start with?
That's a good question. I because of my focus on my channel, I think there's a lot of niche content that I produce
Mhm.
that are updates about what's happening specifically
Mhm.
in the ecosystems that I focus on. But I think that I do a lot of content that's very general philosophy. Some of the content that I've published recently in the past few months have been stuff that really helps you to understand why blockchain,
Mhm.
why this technology is important, what it does functionally for
Mhm.
humanity, and I give a lot of like cool practical examples about how that's actually happening today.
Mhm. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, tell everybody again where they can find you and find your channel.
Yeah. So on YouTube, my YouTube channel is called Late Game Crypto with my name, Josh Noriega.
Mhm.
And you can find me on X, Josh Late Game Crypto.
Okay.
Those are the two social
All
media
right.
platforms that I focus
Is there anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go?
on. Be empowered to look into and research things. I think one of the biggest drawbacks that I think people fall into when it comes to developments in the tech space is understanding how tech is really transforming the world on a practical level. And I think that it's important to pay attention.
All right. I agree. I think it's important to pay attention. Well, thanks for joining us today. It
Thank
was
you
a
very
pleasure.
much.
We'll see you around Tech Alley.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Everybody sit tight. Oh, this is all wet. I didn't do a good job with this. Mark, yeah.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine. Well, we've never had to worry about the rain part before. We've always had the shine, but. So, JP, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, you're from San Diego.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am born and raised San Diego. I'm visiting out here for a few different military events.
Yeah.
10 years in the Navy and worked in electronics and weapon systems. Transitioned into quite a few different careers. Right now, I would say fast forward, I support military initiatives or veteran initiatives across the U.S. in employment, education, entrepreneurship, and events.
Okay.
On a national level, we just were sponsoring MCon
Yep.
a couple weeks ago. WGU is the education outfit that I represent.
Okay.
And funny enough, Josh Levitt is a 2-time alum from WGU.
Yep.
So
That's-
happy to say we've got some
What a
success
small
stories.
world.
Yeah, absolutely. So my territory that I cover for Western Governors on the military team is California, Nevada, Arizona. So spending time out here and just seeing the local scene and the startup side, finding out ways that I can support our military community, because our mission with Western Governors, which is primarily who I'm representing, is to create opportunities and pathways for the military community in whatever areas that they seek to find. And then hopefully that is either formal education, starting a business, building community. And I'm happy to see, I'm very surprised and excited to see all the different things you guys are doing out here, because in a parallel universe, I do these things a lot in San Diego with the organizations out there. And I also represent U.S. Veterans Magazine as an ambassador. So, you know, on a media side, and also support a federal staffing vertical at CCS Global Tech, where we do cleared staffing in the IT cyber world. So,
And how did you get involved in all of this?
well, I come from a diverse background. I think we're Swiss Army knives out of the military. So I'll kind of go back. You know, I'm a third generation U.S. veteran. Both of my grandparents came to America through the Navy from the Philippines. My father was served in the Marine Corps. After he did comms work in the Marine Corps, he became a laser engineer and a pastor.
Okay.
And so extremely complex and diverse backgrounds, and we're a bunch of hard chargers. And I followed in those footsteps. Not exactly to not be stereotyped in a specific job category or vertical. I picked my swim lanes myself.
Yep.
Different than my grandparents and my fathers, but I'm fortunate to, when I go to these things, is not just represent myself, but represent a subset of the community. So in LA, we just had Velocity Conference, which was a Latino GDP growth conference for Latinos in education and entrepreneurship and entertainment. And we had a subset called Vetlocity.
Okay.
Put in there, and then we go, this TTO for Cisco is also a veteran and also Latino. So like when we find those things, then we like to highlight them because if just one person hears this, and I'm sure you're probably the same way doing these kinds of things all the time, it's just in terms of marketing, digital marketing, or word of mouth, it's just each one teach one is a military terminology, right? So if they just see us doing things that I'm fortunate to kind of like have a non-linear pathway, going from avionics on jets and helicopters to teaching semiconductor engineering with my grad degree in education, to supporting all aspects of the transition pipeline in different ways, because it's still a very complex process to come from the military to outside, whether it be
absolutely.
4 years or 10 years or 20 years. I know we're trying to solve for making sure people don't fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
And that goes for spouses and dependents and all those different things. So as an ambassador to the military community here, I'm just very thankful that you're doing what you're doing out here, and that maybe I could support in one of those areas.
We'd love that. And that's that idea of transitioning out of the military is really important to me, because I look back at my time. I retired after 20 years as lieutenant colonel. And now that I've been out for a while, like and I'm involved in the tech community here. Like if I had had a young lieutenant or a young airman come to me and say, "Sir, you can't convince me otherwise. I'm getting out, but I want to go into a career in tech. What should I do?" I would go, "I don't know. I've been wearing a blue uniform my entire adult life. I don't have any advice for you." And that's where I think folks like us can be a resource to the base as well. That's something that's why we got involved in Vets in Tech here. That's why is people who've only ever worn a uniform can't really give you great advice on what to do outside, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it's really important for folks like us to be involved in helping that transition out, and ideally as early in that process as we can. Yeah,
absolutely. And just reflecting back on the conference we did here in Vegas, which will be in Vegas every year. It's called MCON Military Conference. Is we were on a panel with Vets in Tech and American Corporate Partners and U.S. Vets and Western Governors, and these are all national, access organizations that you can tap into, where telling the story, our story that is not necessarily, I told a little bit about my story,
Yep.
but is telling the story of how many people go through the transition process and they need a mentor for a year from a Fortune 500 company.
Yep.
They could get that through American Corporate Partners. How many people need access to get some IT certifications through
Right.
Vets and Tech, like
Right.
Tech Plus, just to meet minimum requirements,
Yep.
going from a cook or a security
Whatever, right?
forces, whatever their background was, and they want to transition,
Yep.
they can get that framework supplemented through their roadmap through
Yeah.
Vets and Tech. But then they may now they're transitioning in. They want to do a full degree for information systems, cybersecurity, an MBA, whatever that may be. Then they can do the degree program
Yep.
through Western Governors
Yep.
University, right? But also outside of all those things, then they want to find somebody that they can relate to.
Yep.
So what drives me is just I know people gravitate to someone who can relate to them or is like me or someone that I want to be. So doing it with professionalism, doing it with service to the community mentality, and doing it hopefully with the post 9/11 veterans in these different cool categories and doing it with style is what I'm all about. So
Yeah, and I think that's so important, is to be able to be out in the community doing this, and to be getting the base involved in the community, so the base can see that, right? Because when I got out 10 years ago, and there was transition assistance program that everyone had to do to get out, but there was nobody in the community was reaching back into the active duty folks or the Guard and Reserve folks saying, hey, we're doing cool stuff, you should come check it out, before we got out.
Yeah.
So-
Fundamentally, it's a marketing, issue. So a lot of what I do falls under community relations, marketing, and promoting these kinds of initiatives, and not just within the military community, because we're 1%, but there's also the other 99% of the U.S. that either wants to help us,
Yeah,
or that we
absolutely.
need to be around just to learn some of those things,
Right.
because we may not have 10,000 hours in that specific category to just say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm an expert. It's based on your timeline. You may not be an expert. You may have flown helicopters for 20 years and you're getting out. You're not going to be a cybersecurity expert, but this guy's been doing it for 10,
Yeah.
20, 30 years. And, just being around them, not having an expectation and just having an ear to listen and find out what's going on. So just to be a fly on the wall, whether it's for work purposes or personal development. I've been here for a week and a half,
Yep.
and we sponsored an event with APSIA chapter in Nellis. We did a Summerlin Vet Fest with the Southern Nevada Vegas Chamber of
Yep.
Commerce, Marine Corps birthday at Leatherneck, Marine Recon Ball, and I'm having a blast because I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm
Yeah.
meeting new people, and I'm seeing people do good work in the community, which is what it's all about. It's not a self, self-marketing campaign. You guys are doing really good things. I think, I'm very impressed and grateful to be here.
And what's great is we've hit a point where, like, those things are, even if MCON's not here, those things are always going on here. There's always something going on at Leatherneck. Veteran Social Club is always doing something. There's always, it may not be as busy as it's been since you've been here the last couple weeks,
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
always something in our community.
And
so.
based on that, I mean, in San Diego, we have Veterans Beer Club, VBC, which is now 27 chapters out in the U.S. and it's not here. So Veteran Social Club is, the answer for that here.
Filling in?
Or we could start a new chapter.
Yeah.
There's some things that work and don't work in different cities based on population and demographics, but there's something similar,
Well, I don't think you'll have any problem. You want to start Veteran Beer Club here? I don't think anyone in Veteran Social Club will say don't do that. We aren't interested in that.
Yeah. So I mean, on an international or on a national level, we are fully supportive of Vets in Tech. We're
Yep.
fully supportive of U.S. vets, Western governors. Like I don't have to, make up some story. The CIO of the state of Nevada is a proud WGU alumni. Josh Levitt, who throws these events, is a two-time
He was just sitting in
graduate,
that seat before
sitting
you.
right here. So it's like, I go all over the U.S. and I find more and more people that have had access to education, and it may have been, there's not always a one fit for everyone. Some people go through coding boot camps, some people go through incubators, some people go through different programs. So, I'm just here to advocate for and create opportunities for pathways with those areas.
Yeah,
So,
I love
you
that.
know,
What sounds cool to you? All right, we've got something for
excellent.
that, right?
Yeah, here's the swim lane for it. Here's the organizations on a macro and a regional and local level, and
Yep.
and hopefully, you know, people will come here because they heard this. People
Yep.
will. I believe that was how Mark Phelan, he saw you on LinkedIn.
He saw
Yeah.
us doing this a
Yeah.
couple of months ago.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, you know, make sure you stay in tune. Come out to these events. I'm out in San Diego. I'll be out in Vegas as much as possible.
Yep.
But you know, we're easy to find. That's what COVID taught us, was that you can do a lot of things, you know, in a virtual environment. But
Mhm.
it's great to be in person,
Yep.
rain or shine. It's raining right now, and we're
Mhm.
still out here. Just like they say, if it ain't raining, we ain't training.
That's right. Well, we'll have to get down and come down to some of your events down in San Diego. So, what do you have coming up? We're getting to the end of the year, but do you have anything coming up for the end of the year? And what's coming up in the first part of 2026 for you?
Right. So last quarter, we kind of wrapped up a lot of things like MCon Vegas. That was a really big, exciting thing for us to have the national military community here. On a local level, I know they're doing Army Navy watch parties for the
Okay.
Army Navy game
Yep.
that are also supplemented by different nonprofits like Emerging Vets and Players,
Mhm.
MVP.
That's a great group too.
What I've got coming on, the big show for me, is AFCEA West in San Diego, which is a convergence of the defense community,
Mhm.
the military community, you know, the active duty, also the companies that we work with.
Yep.
Northrop Grumman, Boeing, Leidos. You know, so that's a great. It's free for active duty. It's at the convention center in San Diego. We'd love to have anyone that wants to come out. If you're active duty, it's free, but you've got everybody in one house in San Diego, from the tech sector, from
Mhm.
defense, from you know, military officials from all over the world. You've got like the commanders of fleets for
Mhm.
all the different supporting international military as
Yep.
well, not just U.S.
Yep.
So that's what I got coming up.
When is that coming up?
That's going to be the first week of February in
Okay.
San Diego. So if you're out in my area, neck of the woods, San Diego's a great place.
So if that sounds cool and interesting, there's time to get in on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you'd like to connect with me or any of these guys, you know, you can find us online. Hopefully not too hard, either on LinkedIn. Mine's Joshua Dominic Prado. There's a lot of Joshes, so I go by JP.
Yep.
Instagram's usually the quickest, fastest, especially for the younger community. So that'll be jp.mil with 3 L's, easy to find. And Vetted Talent Network. That's a social platform on Instagram. That's Victor Echo Tango Delta Talent Network, like talent show.
Mhm.
And I just, you know, I got into this space 10 years ago because I didn't see something that I would gravitate towards as a 22-year-old, you know, or 25 or 21-year-old military veteran. There wasn't something that attracted me enough. So I wanted to find and create those things. And it's good to see you have something that I would have went to when I was 21, 22.
That's great.
Because, you know, it's you got a great thing going on.
Yeah,
here.
this is Tech Alley's fantastic.
Mhm.
Josh has done an incredible job. I think you and I are connected on LinkedIn and Instagram now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So all right. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for
It was
having
great
me.
to talk to you.
Appreciate you.
How long are you sticking in town for?
My flight is tomorrow night. but
Tomorrow
I changed
night.
my flight 4 times. So,
So maybe not. All right.
but I hope to see you again. I'll be
Thank
out
you,
here.
JP. Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. All right. Well, we are hitting that time of day where we're wrapping up our coverage here live from Tech Alley. So thank you all for joining us. Thanks for watching the stream and contributing and leaving comments. I think we do have a comment. Has Mark Phelan been on yet? Yes, he was just on. So yeah, Aaron. Sorry if you missed Mark Phelan, but we will. This replay will be available, and we'll be taking clips and all that kind of stuff. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting Tech Alley here in Las Vegas. Thank you for supporting the live stream. Thank you for supporting all the guests that come on here. It's always great. Thanks to everybody who came on to talk to us. We love doing this for you, so we're going to keep doing it every month. Don't forget to check out Vegas Startup Scene on Mondays. It's usually out 10 a.m. on Monday on the Jason LeDuc Leadership Consultants YouTube channel. And then, of course, we put the clips out on the other social media so you guys know about all the news and events coming up. So once again, thank you for joining us today. Go out there, do great things. Onward and upward.